For his proposal or for his project, for his business, he needs financial support. These are the two important things. And third thing is market study. Okay, is it necessary to study market survey? Yes, because if you are seeing, you take an example of our local Erode. Erode is very famous for turmeric market is very famous, and textile market. For if you're seeing in and around Erode and Tirupur, these areas, the textile garments are in more numbers. It is there, and it is called as the packets. The business we used to call it as packets of textile industries are there. And if anyone wants to start a new business here, and he has to overlook all the competition, because similar firms will be operating here, so he must find an alternative, technology advancement like this thing. Otherwise, his business will get failed here. So a person of Europe should plan a business of textile garments outside Europe. For example, if you're taking a nearby Mysore state, Karnataka, Mysore state, and if you're having any visit over there, means you will not find any kind of single garments or export oriented units in textiles, because most of the garments and most of the textile fabric materials are being taken from Tamil Nadu to Mysore for marketing. So it is very mandatory to study the market survey. So what are how many firms are working here, and what is the basic business idea they are following, and what best we can do, like this thing we have to plan. So this is the important thing, market survey. And second thing is your financial viability and financial source. As far as banks are concerned, regarding entrepreneurship, if any entrepreneur wants to get any kind of finance with financial sectors, yes, of course, our government of India is having a lot of schemes, and we, nationalist banks, we are in the front line to help all these entrepreneurs to successfully start their entrepreneurship businesses. But the only issue with supporting an entrepreneur is most of the majority of the entrepreneurs are approaching the bank without any clear-cut idea. They know the scheme. For example, if government of India, central government of India and state government of Tamil Nadu is having a lot of schemes, by through various agencies, they are implementing many government sponsored schemes. But majority of the schemes are not utilized, or not, it is not reaching to the main purpose of our government. It is not reaching exact entrepreneurs. People already existing in the market are using these sponsored schemes for their business expansion. Then what is the lacune for the entrepreneurs in getting these schemes? Or they are not approaching the bank with the right knowledge. For example, I can point out an example to you. A young graduate recently passed with the arts and science, like BSc, like this thing. He has approached one of the state government department to assist him financially to start an entrepreneurship in a Xerox machine shop. Okay, now he is going to purchase some computers and printers and Xerox machines, and he used to give some service category like this thing. He has approached the department, and every his project report has been appraised, and it has been selected for financing, and it has been forwarded to nationalized bank like us. Once when we got the file, we used to call the entrepreneur, or we used to call the applicant for to the bank for an interview, whether whatever information furnished by him is correct or not. Then we used to go for an interview. We are asking some questions in the interview now. Even the applicant is unable to answer basic questions. If you're asking what is a computer cost means, he used to tell it becomes a 40 to 50,000, sir. How much an A4 sheet? What is an A4 sheet? What is the difference between A4 sheet and A5 sheet? And what is the legal dimension? A dimension of a legal size paper, like this thing means now. He is unable to even answer those questions. And when we ask, so how you are going to start your Xerox shop in which area? Okay, approximately how many copies of Xerox you are expecting per day, and what will be your revenues for a month, and what will be your operating expenses per month, like this thing. If you're asking some technical data, means he is unable to answer. And what is the power supply you need, how much voltage of current you need, and normally how much of reading will be coming in a month, and how much electricity charges you'll be bearing. And can you please tell me about the cost benefit analysis of your project? Means most of the entrepreneurs are not able to answer those questions. So altogether, their proposals will be getting rejected by the funding bank, because we as bankers, we are in a place that we are in a responsible seat, that our government of India's funded money or seeded money, like subsidy money, should be used for the purpose which is to be intended as decided by our government of India. So I request all the entrepreneurs, now if anyone wants to be an entrepreneur in future, please you equip yourself. With all knowledges regarding any business, even as tea shop needs some technical knowledge. So you have to enrich your technical knowledge. Then only you have to go for entrepreneurship. Then I want to unlike traditional professionals, you'll be knowing some professions are there. So if unlike traditional professions, where there is often a defined path to follow, the road to entrepreneurship is mystifying. What I convey is, what works for one entrepreneur might not work for the next. Okay, if one way will be working good for an entrepreneur, but the same way will not work for another entrepreneur. Okay, so it is not that if anyone is following an entrepreneurship way, now again I don't follow the same way, this thing is not. It will work for one and it might not work for someone. So basically, I want to I will educate my entrepreneurs. First, you have to ensure your financial stability. Okay, that is important, foremost thing. What is your project and what is your financial stability? That thing you have to ensure. Okay, that is important thing. Otherwise, you cannot build a successful business. Okay. Then second thing is, you have to build a diverse skill setup. Okay, if you are having strong finances, and it is very important to build a diverse set of skills, that you have to aggregate and you have to collect all the skills available about your business from the world. Okay, then third is, you have to consume your content across multiple channels. Okay, for any business is there means, now you have to get many facts through multiple channels. And fourth is, you have to identify your problem, because if similar firms are working there, and definitely there will be some problem will be there, and what will be the problem will be coming in the future in this business, and how to solve that. You have to find these two ways. And the important thing is networking. Okay, most of the entrepreneurs cannot do it alone. Okay, you need some network. Okay, so getting help will always help and reduce the time it takes to achieve a successful business. So you have to create a good network. Okay, this is important. And if you want to have any similar conferences or any webinars like these things are going on, you have to attend yourself, and you get some contacts through you has to be work hard, motivate and inspire your employees, because after starting your entrepreneurship, you have to motivate your employees to get your business in a successful way. And let me go into the important thing. What are the schemes available with Government of India? The foremost scheme is Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. It is commonly called as PMEGP. This is the foremost important scheme of our Government of India. Almost many other schemes are there, but it is the important scheme. Why it is important is, the main thing is, the objective of the scheme is to create employment. And it wants to arrest migration of rural youth to urban areas. So the Government of India's idea is, there should not be any migration from rural side to urban side. Okay, and if there is a rise in their wage earning, that is like income capacity, there will be rise in growth rate of rural and urban employment. This is the thing, main objectives of the scheme. The maximum loan amount under this Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program is 25 lakhs for manufacturing sector. For example, if you are starting a paint production company, or any jaggery manufacturing unit like this thing means, or a milk processing unit means, you'll be getting the project maximum allowed project cost is 25 lakhs per individual. And if it is a business or service sector, normally in MSME there are two classifications. First is manufacturing, second is service sector. In manufacturing sector, the maximum project cost allowed is 25 lakhs, and in business or service sector is 10 lakhs. And the margin amount will be only just 5% of the total project cost. And what are the eligibilities? There is no income ceiling that we don't want your income certificate or income certificate of your family. Any individual above 18 years of age is enough. That's all. And minimum 8th standard pass. Minimum 8th standard pass is needed for this availing loans under this scheme. This is available for new as well as existing projects. And normally the rate of subsidy is 25% of the project cost. For example, if you're starting your project with 25 lakhs means out of 20 lakhs means 25% means 5 lakh rupees will be the capital subsidy given by government. Okay, if the candidate is from reserved community like scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or women like this in a special category means you'll be getting 35% subsidy. So in that case, the subsidy rate of the amount of subsidy will be 7 lakhs. So where to contact, sir? So nothing. If you're googling it, you have to find KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Board. Any state, any district. If you're googling this website, and you can apply online. If now everything is online mode only, no offline applications. The second important scheme is Urban Youth Employment Generation Program. It is called as Urban Youth Employment Generation Program, UIEGP. What is the difference between these PMEGP and UEGP is both are undertaken by our government of India through nationalized banks. The main difference is this UEGP is for smaller projects. The maximum project cost will be 10 lakhs. This is the only difference. And the rate of subsidy is 10%. The margin is 10%. Rate of subsidy is 25%. Same like our PMEGP. The third important scheme of government of India is NEEDS, NEEDS, New Entrepreneurship Employment Developmental Scheme. The main focus of this scheme is now in government of India is giving more focus for this scheme because here graduation is needed and he must be a first generation entrepreneur. The entrepreneur should be a first generation entrepreneur and minimum age is 21 years and maximum 35 years. Even you can go up to 45 years. For example, if any professors want to start any project under this NEET scheme, because many government schemes will be having some age criteria, but this NEET scheme up to 45 years they are giving eligibility condition. And project cost in this NEET scheme is up to 1 crore. The minimum project cost is 5 lakhs, maximum project cost is 1 crore, and subsidy is 25%. For example, if you are starting a project of 1 crore, you will be getting a subsidy, a seeded money from government of 25 lakhs. It will be provided by central government of India along with 3% interest subvention from state government. For example, if a bank is sanctioning this 1 crore loan to you, you will be getting 25 lakhs from central government. Remaining whatever the 75 lakhs that loan amount, you will be getting 3% interest subvention. For example, if 10% is the interest rate charged by the banks, you will be getting 3% rebate by state government of India. And margin is only 10%. So it is very easier for a special category. If any women want to start, women or a civil community or reserved candidates wants to start this project under NEED scheme, only 5% margin you get. For example, for an 1 crore of project, only 5%. So 5 lakhs is your money. 95 lakhs will be funded by nationalized bank. Out of this 95 lakh, 25 lakh will be getting a subsidy amount. If you are a special category, you will be getting 35% subsidy. So what kind of training you have to go? Yes, Government of India is having some institutes like RCT. All banks will be having rural self-employment training research institute at all districts. It will be managed by the concerned lead bank. So you have to undergo EDP training, Entrepreneurship Developmental Program, for 1 month, and Government of India will be giving stipend for that EDP training also. And so if anyone wants to start a business under this NEED scheme, it is a better scheme because I have funded nearly in my entire tenure of my association with this bank, we have financed almost some more than 100 entrepreneurs I have made personally. And last 3 years under the NEED scheme, we through our Indian Overseas Bank Perunduri branch, we have financed almost some 18 projects of 1 crore each. It is a very good important scheme. So I request all of you to utilize this scheme. And when bank finance is coming, it is the basic question from many of most of us is, sir, what security we have to give to the bank? Because you're telling, sir, government of India is giving this much loans under this scheme. But once we are approaching banks, bank managers are reluctant to sanction many proposals. They're asking for so many papers. They're asking for so many securities or guarantees, all these things. So for this also, I would like to point out that government of India is having one trust. So you have to kindly make a note of this trust. It is called as CGTMSC. CGTMSC, Credit Guaranteed Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. Okay, it is a trust. The trust has been formed by all the major nationalized banks under the SIDBI and Reserve Bank of India, along with our all these banks. We have formulated trust. Government of India under Ministry of Finance, they have formulated trust, and this trust will be giving guarantee to these kinds of projects. For example, if I am going to start a project of manufacturing a plastic chair, okay, plastic chair, I want to start a company. So I'm starting this company. My project cost is almost some now 1 crore. Now the reason modification in each scheme is in each scheme maximum 1 crore is allowed, but without any subsidy scheme, if you want to avail a loan facility where you are unable to give any collateral security, you can get bank loan of about 5 crores even without any collateral security. Government of India is providing collateral free loans under CGTMSC guarantee to the tune of 5 crores. So this is the latest modifications, latest guidelines issued by our Ministry of MSME. So if anyone wants to start, if I want to start a chair producing a manufacturing company, I'm having 5 lakhs in my margin. So I'm applying for 1 crore. I want 1 crore project. So I'm applying for a loan of 95 lakhs because I'm having only 5 lakhs with me. There is no land. I'm not having any building. So what I'm doing is I'm applying through, because if there's any plastic manufacturing or plastic processing is involved, now Government of India is having SIPCOT. Okay, so special economic zones will be there. Only you have to have your company only in that campus. So I can apply to for a rented or a leased unit in SIPCOT, and it will be allotted to me, and for 99 years, and because they will be having some kind of, it is like a trust. No? They will be giving that leased unit to me. Now my unit is ready at SIPCOT. Now I need only finance. Now I'm coming for bank. Sir, this is my project, sir. I'm having 5 lakh rupees. I'm going to apply in PMEGP's. I'm going to apply in NEET scheme for a project cost of 1 crore. I'm having this unit allocation letter from SIPCOT, sir. Now what I have to give to the bank? Bank will be asking, sir, what sort of security you will be giving? Then you must say, sir, I want to cover my loan under the CGTMSC guarantee. And what is the fees you have to pay? It is nothing, only just 1% of your loan amount. For example, if you're going to pay, if you're going to take 1 crore of loan amount, just 1 lakh rupee. If you're paying as processing fees to this CGTMSC trust, the CGTMSC trust will give direct guarantee to the government. If at all anything, if the business is not doing good, if it is going in a wrong side, 75% is the payback amount given will be given by the government. This is the thing. So, so if anyone wants to start the business, you should not have the fear of losing the business, because fear is the ultimate enemy of any business. Because I have seen a lot of entrepreneurs, they will be having excellent knowledge, and but once we are talking with them, sir, what sir? If it is going good, mean no issue, sir. But if it is wrong side, means then I will lose all my savings, everything. So fear is the ultimate enemy of any entrepreneurship. Any entrepreneurship. So if you're taking some successful entrepreneurs, those who are stepping forward, those who are keeping one step forward, now they are the winners now. Okay, without thinking about the negative things, they will be seeing always positive. If you're seeing any entrepreneurs in your area, you just talk with them for some 10 or 5 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. They will be more positive. They will never allow any negative person to sit or to talk with them, because they will be more positive, and they will be always getting facts about the business every day, wherever they are going, whatever unit they are visiting, whoever they are meeting, they used to collect facts about their business. So this is the thing. So I request every one of you to use this CGTMSC funded security scheme. Okay, now. So the next scheme is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. It is a important scheme where our Honorable Prime Minister of India has put forth this scheme. It is Micro Units Developmental and Refinance Agency. It is a refinance agency. For example, most of us, we don't know whatever loans taken under this mudra, it is having a refinancing agencies here. What is refinance? Refinance is I can tell you. We nationalist banks are having some sort of targets fixed by central government of India. For example, if Indian Overseas Bank, we want to lend 100 rupees, we are going lending means giving advances, okay, loans. So if we are giving 100 rupees loans, our 40 rupees out of the 100 rupees should go to priority sector. Okay. Out of 100 rupees, 40 rupees, 40% of the advance amount should go to priority sector. Now, what are priority sectors? Priority sectors are fixed by Government of India. For example, priority sector, the number one priority sector is agricultural. Then second is educational. Third is housing. Then fourth is MSME, means these industries. Okay, and fifth is infrastructure. These five are the important pillars. Our government of India wants all nationalized banks to strengthen this priority sector. So out of 100 rupees, 40 rupees should go to this sector. Okay, if we are not giving 40 rupees, for example, I am giving only 30 rupees, there is a shortfall of 10 rupees. Now, what punishment Reserve Bank or what capital punishment Reserve Bank of India will give to us is we have to take this 10 rupees and we have to give it to NABARD. Okay, and you will be knowing that NABARD, one bank is there, National Agricultural Bank for Agricultural, the National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. Okay, in Tamil they used to tell Desiya Ooraga Valarchi Vangi. Okay, in English is the National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. In that bank there is a fund called RIDF, Rural Infrastructural Developmental Fund. We have to invest this 10 rupees in that fund. That's all. And there will not be any interest for that amount. So out of 40 rupees, we are given 30 rupees loans to other sector, that priority sector, but 10 rupees we are a shortfall. This 10 rupees will be going to NABARD Bank, where banks will not get any kind of interest from NABARD. It is a loss for us. So what banks will do? First, whatever loans we are giving, we used to achieve this 40% target within very fast, because otherwise we lose our money to NABARD Bank, where we will not get any kind of interest for our money. So if that money is going to NABARD Bank, the 10% of the money. So what NABARD will be doing is, it is that fund is called as Rural Infrastructure Development Fund. So this fund will be used to create rural infrastructures. For example, putting road for rural sites and creating infrastructures. They will be using this money for that. Okay, so this is the thing. So ultimately, banks are in a hurry to sanction loans under these government-sponsored schemes. Okay, so this is a thing I want to emphasize. I request all of you to utilize this NEET scheme, because I have financed recently, some 2 months back, I have financed my one of my colleague. He is my colleague of in veterinary, because I'm a veterinary doctor. He is my colleague when I used to work for the government previously. Then he came up with an idea of starting, sir, I want to start on, he's my junior actually. He approached me to start a farm. Sir, I want to start a business. Sir, kindly give me some idea like this thing. Then I have given an idea of starting, okay, you go and start a poultry layer farm. Now you'll be knowing poultry layer farm, egg producing. Okay, now, because poultry, rearing of birds, two things are there: broiler industry, layer industry. So layers are used for egg laying, okay, for egg production. So he started with a 6,000 strength like this thing. If anyone wants to start this layer farm, per day income will be, if you're having 10,000 birds in your farm, means approximately now present day income is 1 rupee 75 paise for one bird is the income now. Minimum in average income is 1.5 rupees. So if you are having 10,000 birds, your income is 15,000. Your net profit per day. Okay, net profit 15,000 rupees per day. So you just calculate for 30 days and for 365 days. Normally, per layer, these hens will be producing eggs up to 72 weeks. Okay, it will start laying eggs from 20 weeks and it will be producing for the next 55 weeks. For 55 weeks, continuously income will be coming every day. So he has quitted his job from very big firm. He started business with his friends. Some three partners they have joined and they approached us, and we have given all inputs. And through NABARD, we are having a separate scheme through NABARD. Whatever schemes now I have given is through MSME. For example, these schemes are run by central government of India through our district industry center. Every district will be having district industry center. In Tamil, it is called as Mavatta Tolil Mayyam. For example, for our Erode, it is located at Chenimalai Road. From Erode to railway station, through Chenimalai Road, you will find this center. This is the nodal agency which is responsible for the implementation of these needs, PMEGP, UAEGP, all these schemes. Whereas farm related, okay, for example, agriculture related products, agriculture related projects will be taken over and will be funded through NABARD. Okay, why agriculture? Again, I'm coming to the main point. You would have seen this COVID pandemic outbreak. Last 2 years, we have given a lot of loans to many part of many sections of businesses. Majority of the businesses, I can say you, 80 to 90% of the businesses are suffering. If you're taking textile industry, if you're taking yarning industry, if you're taking any weaving industry or any, for example, cab, we have given a lot of cabs, we have given a lot of infrastructure creating vehicles, machineries, all these things. Every one of the business is suffering because of this lockdown. The only business, the one and only business which never got any negative impact is agriculture, because people are getting good money. Agriculture and allied activities, like I mean food related industries. So always these industries will be having importance. So if anyone wants to start, if anyone wants to go with the agriculture related project, means it is always appreciable that you have selected a right choice of your business. So when coming to these agricultural oriented projects, the important scheme, very important scheme is DEDS. They will call it as DEDS. Nothing but DEDS. You can Google it, because I'm giving in crisp. And if anyone wants a presentation of these, any kind of specific assistance of any particular scheme, no matter where you are, no matter which college you belongs to, you please free to contact me over my WhatsApp number or to my email, and I'm here to guide you, because only our India needs more entrepreneurs, because government will not find way to give employment to all. So it is our moral responsibility to be an entrepreneur, and we have to create employment rather than expecting employment from our government. We must be in a position to create employment, and we have to give to many. Okay, this is my point of important thing. And the main important scheme is DEDS. It is called as Dairy Entrepreneurship Developmental Scheme. Okay, this is the important scheme. This scheme is very important. Please be think. Government of India is giving 5 lakh rupees for 5 lakh to 10 lakh rupees now to create these small dairy units up to 10 animals. If you want to make a small dairy farm, Government of India is giving up to 10 lakh through NABARD bank, and the project cost is 10 lakhs. The subsidy is 25%. Okay, even you can start if you're having a small home, sir. I cannot go with the 10 animals, sir. Like this thing means, even you can get two animals, two animal unit, you will be getting a subsidy of 30,000 rupees. Okay, 25 to 33,000 rupees you will be getting subsidy for one project, two animals. Okay, and second thing is rearing of heifer calves. So what is heifer calves? Heifer calf is nothing but no, if you're seeing in Sandies, they will be selling these calves. People used to get this calf and they will house in their house. They will feed concentrate feeds, very good feed, and once it reach maturity, they will go and sell in market. So in this scheme, they are giving 5 lakh rupees for rearing 20 calves. The third thing is important thing is vermicompost. Now most of you know that vermicompost. Government of India is giving 20,000 rupees for this unit. And milking machine. Though if anyone wants to start a dairy farm, I can quote an example for you. I have financed one lady. Her name is Tamil Chelvi near Kavindapadi. It is located just 20 kilometers from Erode. If and anyone wants to visit this farm, I can take you even for a visit after this lockdown of our COVID. You can find it because she is that concerned lady entrepreneur. She is a graduate, almost 40, 45 years of age. But she is having that fire. She wants to be an entrepreneur, even though her husband is a government servant. She came up with an idea, sir. I want to stand up on my own legs, sir, because my husband is a government servant, but being a graduate. I have failed in all my examination, so I want to be an entrepreneur. This thing. Then, no, seeing her that fire, I have financed the in a scheme through NABARD to set up a dairy farm. And we have financed almost 30 lakh rupees to set up a modern dairy farm. She is having all kinds of indigenous cattle. For example, from north, you'll be finding the Star Parker, Red Sindhi, Ongol. These are the breeds of cattle. Cattle breeds are there, which tends to give more milk production. So what happened? She has created a new modern dairy farm in near this place, and you will never believe now her average weekly income is almost 50 to 60,000 rupees per month per week. I'm telling you. So almost in a month she is getting almost 2 lakh rupees in a month. Previously she used to keep only one or two animals for her home use. Now she is having almost some 20-25 animals of this. It is a mixed farm. It is having graded Murrah buffaloes, and North people will be knowing this Delhi breed. It is called as Murrah buffaloes. It will be giving almost 15 to 15 liters of milk in one time. So he is having a graded Murrah buffaloes, and average he is getting an income of monthly 2 lakh rupees per month, where her husband is earning only 50 to 60,000 income per month. Previously, her husband used to decide whatever things he want to purchase. Now, what she is telling, sir, now I am deciding on my own, sir. So this is the success story of an young entrepreneur started business of this dairy business. So, friends, it is up to you to decide. Doors are open. In the government of India is having lot of schemes. So it is always necessary to keep up with a good plan. So next I'm going to the important scheme. For example, if you want to create a dairy processing center, okay, dairy processing center means you would have seen some milk processing industries. For example, Arokya is there, then Milky Mist is there, then many industries, the Sunfeast, like this, many industries are there. What they are doing? Simply they are procuring milk from rural side and they are processing it. That's all. They are separating this milk powder, and they are manufacturing some milk products like ice creams, paneer, then cheese, like this thing. I want to emphasize one point, important point in this webinar. You will be knowing Milky Mist because previously Milky Mist MD is the chairman and MD is our Sendil Kumar sir. Hope most of you will be knowing. When he started this business during early 95 to 98 in Chittoor, near Chittoor, he is native of Chittoor. When he started his business, he has started the business only with the capital amount of just 75,000. This was the word given by him, and presently we are the bankers for him. Many bankers are there, and we are one among them. Previously, banks has rejected his proposal of setting up this cheese manufacturing unit. Later on, he went to Bangalore. He has obtained all facts. He used to say in one whenever when we got chance to interact with him, he has given a nice speech about how he got success. He told that, sir, once I got idea of starting this cheese, I went to Bangalore, sir. I want to explore this industry, this thing. I stayed there almost for 2 or 3 years, and I collected all kinds of information, sir. What are the types of cheese available around the world? Which type of cheese is very important, or how to produce this, how to preserve this, how to market this thing. He has undergone nearly 3 years of survey in and around Karnataka. Then he came up with an idea and started here. And now he's having a lot of units. Even in Erode, he's having some 3 units. And now his capital, you cannot imagine, approximately as a banker, we can estimate he will be having a capital of nearly 15,000 crores in his unit now. So this is the success of an entrepreneur. What major you, if you want to become as an government officer, because majority of them are having an idea of, no, I want to crack some examinations, and I want to join as a government servant, like this thing. Friends, I as a government servant, I'm telling you now things are not in our favor. Okay, if you want to join government service, forget about pension, forget about all your allowances, all these things, because now each one of us is losing our all allowances in the name of privatization. So hereafter, the government jobs will no more be in a lucrative career. So if you want to enjoy your life, if you want to get fame, if you want to have a good future, you please select these entrepreneurship. So definitely your life will be in a successful way. So this is an example I have given to you, and hope you will be knowing this dairy product transportation. You would have seen some trucks, lorries carrying milk, okay, across from one milk industry to some villages. It will be collecting milk from villages, societies, and it will be coming and giving to these units. So it is called as dairy product transportation facilities, nothing but milk lorries. Okay, milk lorries, milk carrying lorries, milk carrying wagons. Okay, now for this, the unit cost is 24 lakhs. Government of India is giving 24 lakhs. Out of this, you will be getting nearly 8 lakh rupees as subsidy. Okay. No need to worry about the thing. If you purchase a milk carrying vehicle, milk carrying truck for 24 lakhs, 24 lakhs, 8 lakh subsidy, remaining 16 lakhs only you have to pay. And your margin cost is just 5%. 5% means of 25 lakh is just 1 lakh. 1 lakh or 1 lakh 25,000 is your margin amount. So no need to worry about this thing. Only thing, you have to properly analyze the fact. You have to approach a milk processing industry. For example, if you want to have a good contact with Arvin, you can contact Arvin, and you get a concern from them. Sir, I'm having a milk wagon of this much of capacity. I'm going to, if you're, you can make a lease, like this thing, you can enter a lease. So this is the way to create new business. And even you can plan for cold storage facilities. For example, all milk, these all milk procuring companies will be collecting milks from various parts of these rural areas. So it is very difficult for them to keep cold storage facilities at all centers. So what they will do, they will ask entrepreneurs, or they will ask local people to set up a cold storage facility. Okay, and they will hire for rent. Okay, now for monthly they will be paying this much amount, like this thing they will be hiring. Okay, so what is the unit cost allowed as per Government of India is, it is Government of India is giving 30 lakhs to set up your cold storage facilities. Okay, for example, in Erode, if anyone wants to set up a cold storage facility of some 5,000 liter capacity in Kaundapadi, okay, or Kaundapadi, or you take Perundurai. So from Perundurai to Avinchitod, so that milk collected near and in and around the area of Perundurai villages will be stored in that cold storage area. And what is the subsidy amount available? 10 lakhs is the subsidy amount given by our central government of India through these cold storage facilities. Out of 30 lakh rupees, only 20 lakhs you have to repay. 10 lakhs is a bonus from government of India. Okay. And even dairy parlor, dairy marketing outlet, it is another scheme. I can quote a very good example. He is my niece, okay, my sister's son, my cousin sister's son. He is a graduate, but he's looking very hard to find any employment. He was once when you talk with him, he used to say, "I'm working for Reliance now." Then after 1 week, if I'm talking with him, and I'm working for insurance company, I took LIC agent now. Then after 1 month, if I'm talking with him, he will say, "No, no, both our jobs are not good. I'm shifting some other company." Like this thing. He used to shift all his because he is not getting good employment. Then one day I had a good talk with him. I asked him, "Come, you please stop all this nonsense. Don't go, prefer all these things. You start your own entrepreneurship with this thing." Then he is asking so many questions, Anna, what to start, how to start. I don't know all ideas like this thing. Then simply I was giving so much of ideas. Then finally I told him, you go and start a dairy parlor. He asked, "No, what is dairy parlor like this thing?" I told, "Nothing. Da. You go to your nearest Avin or nearest Avin. Avin will be Avin. Will be knowing. So you go to Avin. You give some simple application form. I want to start Avin dairy parlor. That's all. Okay. For this, you don't worry about any kind of finance. You don't want to even give any kind of margin money. Government of India is giving 1 lakh rupees to create dairy parlor. For this, you will be getting 20,000 as subsidy amount. Okay, 1 lakh rupees loan amount, 20,000 subsidy, 80,000 only you have to repay. And whatever stocks, for example, you want every day you want to procure milk and your milk over or curd like this thing. For running these capital also, bank is giving working capital loans. Okay, now he has started his unit near Uthukuli, Nanja Uthukuli, you will be knowing. It is some 15 kilometers from Erode, where SKM is situated. SKM, no, animal feeds, and that company is situated, where people from all the other states used to come over there. So now he has started his dairy parlor there. Now he is doing very good business. Previously, he was suffering to get even 7 to 8,000 rupees per month. Now he is earning a profit of minimum 2.5 to 3,000 rupees per day. Okay, his name is Prabhu. Even I can share his number to you. You can very well inquire with him, and you can. And if you want to visit, please go and visit his shop. Um, Even while starting that business with the unit, also he was having a lot of confusions. Sir, Anna, where to start any shop? I have to find out like this thing. Then I have given an idea. Don't go with all the traditional shop, man. You please browse in your internet. Go and find these containers. Okay, the shipping container shops. They are fabricated shops, prefabricated shops. They are customizing as per your request in Coimbatore. Okay, if you want to start a dairy farm, a dairy parlor, dairy or a tea shop, even tea shop. If you want to see, if you want to start in a small scale means, they are giving that shipping container. I have made into purchase the shipping container.
Sir,
Hello, if hello, yeah. If he don't want to continue his business in that area, even he can lift his entire shop to some other area. So in that thing, he is very happy that he told us, Anna, the business is doing good like this thing. Okay, now so it is the idea. Okay, for example, one entrepreneur by name Tarun, we got financed 2 months back. He is a software engineer, but unfortunately, he has lost his job because of this COVID pandemic. Last 3 months back, he has approached us and he was asking, sir, no more job for me, sir. You have to give some ideas to like this thing. Then I told him, no, no, sir, you came up with an idea. Then I will support you like this thing. I told him. Then finally, he came up with an idea of purchasing a machine, which is now removing these outer part of this onions and garlic. Because in hotels and in many bigger hotels, they are finding it very difficult to peel this onion and this garlic. And he came up with an idea of purchasing a machine which cost only some 65,000 rupees from Coimbatore. Thereby, he has fitted that machine to his vehicle, and now he is carrying this machine to all the hotels or and to many dabas, and he is telling that now you give all your onions for 1 kg, this much of this the peeling cost of this thing. He is doing a good business. Thereby, what he is saying, Anna, sir, average, if I'm getting 15 days of employment, I am able to make 1 month. Yeah, I'm able to make 1 month of my salary now. So it is very looking very easier for me, this he told. So even trading, majority of entrepreneurs, it is not mandatory to start only with manufacturing industries. Even you can start trading also. Trading in the sense, not our share trading, I'm not telling. You can trade agriculture commodities. For example, recently, one and a half years back, we got financed one youngster in Kanjikoil, in Erode. He came up with an idea of trading this black pepper. Pepper, that spice, Indian spice, black pepper. For example, people from Karnataka will be knowing their 1 kg of black pepper will be costing just 500 rupees, 450 to 500 rupees, because it is a predominant major crop in Kodagu areas like Somarpet, Virajpet. in that Sanivar Shante, that areas are there, the Kodagu areas are there, the district. In the district, now that the cost of 1 kg of black pepper is just 450 to 500 rupees, that's all. Whereas the same black pepper, the cost of 1 kg of pepper in Erode or in Salem or in Coimbatore is almost 900 rupees, an increase of 400 rupees. So if anyone, if what the business model he had is every month he used to go there in his own vehicle, in his own car. He used to purchase three gunny bags or three 100 kgs of black pepper in his own car. He used to bring to Tamil Nadu and he used to make some 100 grams, like 250 grams, 500 grams, like packets, and he is supplying for supermarket. Thereby, average, if he is telling, sir, I am able to market a minimum 500 kgs every month, minimum 500 kgs. Okay, because lot of shops are there, and he is keeping his margin to a lesser rate. For example, if someone is procuring this black pepper for 900 rupees, he is giving for 800 rupees. So he is keeping his margin low to get the new connections. So on an average, or if you are cutting out all his expenses, what he is saying, I am getting 200 rupees profit per kg. Friends, you just think, if 200, if 500 kgs, he is every month he is marketing. Out of 500 kgs, if 200 rupees is the profit, we just think about the profit. Okay, so this is the profit of trading. Being an entrepreneurship is not a great thing. It is not a difficult thing also. And only the one thing, you have to move up with idea, and you have to get facts and figures, get known about all the government schemes, what scheme will fit for your place, and one business cannot fit for all. Okay, that is important thing. For example, whatever examples, whatever thing I have given, it has been fitted for them. It might not fit for you. So you have to find your business. Okay. So after finding the business, go and have a good review about the business by visiting similar firms, visit the nearby units, and ask so many queries how you're doing with this thing. And I can assure you, 90% of the existing unit people will not answer. They will tell, sir, this is not going good, sir, like this thing. If you are coming across any answer like this, if any entrepreneur, if any existing unit people are telling, this unit is not, nothing I'm getting means, it means the profit is running in the business is running in a profit. Okay. This is an indirect measure. Okay. If someone is saying that, no, it is a waste business, sir, nothing is going, I'm putting my money like this thing means, then you can get indirectly, you can get an impression that the business is doing good. Okay. Because I have seen in my life, when I was a kid during my childhood days, I used to see one balloon wala. No, that festivals, that balloon wala will be coming, and he used to sell balloon, and this bubble, that bubble will be coming. So he used to sell. So I have purchased many items from him during my childhood days. And last time when I have seen him, he is in the same business. I got surprised for the last 30, because I'm 38, 39 years now. So 30 years he is in the same line of business. Not even he has not upgraded. He is having the same cycle. He is having the same that rod and that all the thing fittings, everything. I got surprised and I had a word with him. His name is Elumalai. Then one day I stopped with him and I purchased some balloons for my kids, and I purchased that bubbles also. Then I asked him, I have purchased from you, sir, when I was a kid. Okay, still you are saying, selling these kinds of products. How you are managing this thing? He told. Then I got surprised. He told, sir, I'm having girls. He was having four girls. Okay, girl child, and he told her, all my girls got married. I'm having a own house near Erode, sir. Okay. Then I asked, okay, I got surprised though. So any of your daughter is working in a government as a government service or any business? He told, no, no, sir, all are unemployed only. Out of four, three got graduated, sir. Only one girl didn't study properly. Three got graduated. One girl, she didn't study properly, so I just married her. Now all my daughters got married. I'm running this for my day-to-day expenses like this thing. So you just think, by just selling balloons and these bubbles for 30 years, this entrepreneur, he has made his life as a successful one, getting all his daughters married, and having a good house like this thing. And so this is the thing. And one more thing I want to tell is a story about on a young, on people used to sell these chains no, that on communities here. They will sell all these market in Tamil they will sell all these chains, bangles, the glass bangles, all these things. We have financed one time some.
So kindly unmute your audio, sir.
This happened last 3-4 years back. So what we made, we have given only just 50,000 rupees. That lady was telling once when she approached us for getting finance, she was asking, sir, can you please give a loan of some amount, sir? I want to expand my business, this thing. Then by seeing her business, what I thought, okay, some 50,000 will be enough, so we can finance like this thing. I told, okay, man, don't worry, I will give loan to you like this thing. Then everything was ready, all papers, documents, everything ready. Then she came up with all the papers. Then she was very happy. Then she told, sir, you are very good manager, sir. You have sanctioned my loan within 2 days, sir. I'm very happy, sir. I will repay in a very as per the your rules and regulations. I will repay the loan, sir. Like this thing. Then I told, no problem, ma, you just repay this loan again. I will give a good loan to you. Like this, I told. Then after signing all the documentation, she was asking, sir, I have approached the State Bank of India and Karur Vysya Bank, sir. They asked so many papers, sir, like legal opinion, valuation report, all these things, those things, project reports, all those things. But you are giving loan without any papers, sir, so I'm very happy with this. Then I got shocked. What she's asking legal opinion, because we used to get legal opinion if the loan amount is more. Then I told Amma, nothing like that, ma. Yeah, legal opinion, we will also take the legal opinion, valuation report, project report. We will also take, ma, but only for bigger proposals, sir. And for you, only smaller amount, na. So we won't take all these things. Then she asked, sir, how much you have sanctioned? Then I told, what my sanctioned 50,000 rupees. She told, what, sir? I thought 50 lakhs, sir. Then I got shocked. What 50 lakhs? Then, ma, what ma you were telling? 50 lakhs means you have to give many things are there. Ma, you have to give a project report. You must be an IT SSC and you have to give security. This thing I'm telling. Then what she told, she immediately she's carrying from his bag and she's telling, sir, I am continuous IT SSC for last 12 years. Okay, I got shocked because as a bank manager, even I am an IT SSC only after joining as a bank employee. Before that, I'm not having any IT papers with me. And she is having continuous IT papers for 12 years. Then I got shocked. Okay, ma, you are how much IT filed income I'm seeing now? She has filed an income of almost 14 lakh rupees per year. Reason last year income was 14 lakh rupees. Then, because some people will fabricate these IT papers to get loans, they used to fabricate these things. Then I'm looking after his her IT papers. Everything was pakka. Her balance sheet is pakka. Her profit and loss statement is pakka. Then I got shocked. Then I asked Amma, okay, ma, what security? Whether you're having any security ma like this thing? Then finally, what she told, sir, I'm having some houses and sites also there, sir. Like this thing. Immediately, she's taking some documents from her bag and she is putting over my table. She is telling, sir, this house, it value will go minimum 1 to 1.5 crores, sir. If you want, you can take like this thing. She's telling. Then I got full shocked. No, a street vendor, the shop will not cost more than 50,000 rupees. He's having a property document worth of 1.5 crores. Then with 12 years of IT papers, then I got, okay, ma, I have to see your house. You come like this thing. I came out of my branch. Then she and her husband came out. Then I'm having a car. During those time, I had a Wagoner, a Maruti Wagoner car I was having. So I told Amma, I will come in my car. You go in your vehicle like this. In your two-wheeler, you go like this. And I told her. Then she told, are you, sir, you please park your car, sir. You please come along in my car like this thing. She invited. Then I got shocked. Amma, you are having car like this thing. I asked. Yes, sir, I have parked there, sir. Like this thing. She is showing her car. Friends, you cannot believe she is having a Volkswagen Passat. Okay. Okay, Volkswagen Passat. Okay. So I got full shocked. No, then I went to her car. I entered her car. No, their business is selling these bangles, chains, these, what is that? The topi, they will feel that topic, female topics and all these things they are selling. They are from a specific community in Tamil Nadu. Then I got so much. Then I went to their home. I have got shocked. From that time, I understood myself. We should not judge anyone based on their attire and should not based on their profession. That was the lesson given by her. Then immediately I talked with my regional head office. They have sanctioned 50 lakh rupees loan. And I asked her, Amma, what you will be doing with these money legacy? Then she told, no, sir, I will be, we are doing our business all over the world, sir, like this thing. I asked her, oh, you are having, you have visited foreign countries, like this thing. I am asking. She is showing her passport and visa, where I am noticing almost some 26 countries endorsement is here. Okay, so you see the nature of a lady, an young lady. That too, she is an uneducated. I'm asking, Amma, how you are traveling in flight, ma, whether you will know how to land. What, sir? You are taking ticket. If you are going there, they will take you and they will drop you, sir. That's all. What is there in flight, going flight, sir? I have visited all entire, almost many parts I have visited in this world, sir. We are selling only these bangles and these chains, dollars, these, all these, they used to purchase from North India and they are making different items and they're going pan world and they are selling. So thereby she is making a very good income. So immediately I talked with my regional manager, and to my surprise, next in our next business meeting, I had an opportunity to invite that madam, that lady. Her name is Vijay Lakshmi. Okay, now she is Vijay Lakshmi. I asked the special permission from regional managers. I told sir this will be a live example and it will motivate many entrepreneurs like this thing. Then we invited her. Then she came and she met our general manager, DGM, all those things. So this is the success story of an entrepreneurship. Friends, if you are a government employee, okay, if you're working for a government or if you're working for any private or anything, if, for example, if I am purchasing, if I want to live my life as for my desire, if I want to go in a BMW car, I'll be having, if I'm having money, if I'm purchasing car on my own, if I'm driving, immediately next day, vigilance will be coming over me because how a manager is having purchased a BMW car, how he is having this much of big house like this thing. So this is the fate of our government employees. Okay, so I'm saying my important thing is if you want to enjoy your life, you want to get a fame, you become an entrepreneur. You will lead your life in a very successful way. Okay, so you will know, you will never have a feeling of any no any government will question me, or if I'm purchasing this house, if I'm purchasing this car, I am answerable. Every year as a government servant, every year I have to give my asset and liability, whatever assets I'm having, whatever assets I'm having to the central government of India. Even my kid, my younger son is now just 3 years old. I have to give details of my son's jewelry, how much jewelry he is having, how much electronic gadgets he is having, like this thing. I have to give the details to central government of India. So this is the fate of government employees. So so if anyone is having an idea of becoming a government employee in this era, so please eradicate this, because government government jobs are no more lucrative, only entrepreneurship. And definitely I can assure you, you will enjoy your life as an entrepreneur, because I have seen a lot of entrepreneurs. Because you just see your this COVID pandemic situation, a majority of the relief fund, CM relief fund is there, PM cares fund is there. Majority of the funds are being sponsored only by our entrepreneurs. Okay, not by any government servants or not by any no well settled government employee. Okay, now what maximum they can give is they can give 1 day salary. 1 day salary only. Government will be debiting their debiting their 1 day salary, and they will give to government. Not even government servants will be not be having any money in their packet. This is the fate of no government employees. Many they will tell, sir, it is a safer section, sir. If you're even getting 1 rupee, it should be government money. This thing, friends, please don't be a little no, please don't go be behind these all these words. Many will tell your power is there and this thing, that thing, those things, other thing. Everything is it is no it is just like an imagination only. So being an entrepreneur, as a banker, I used to guide all my friends, all my customers, whoever coming to me, I used to tell them, please don't prefer all these government jobs, don't stick beyond. And majority of the youngsters, though, they are having having an inclination towards becoming no, professors. Now, so sorry to say this in this forum, please, for my sorry for my words. Okay, because teaching profession is a very good profession, nice profession, and it is because it is something great. Because in they will tell always, even our God is placed after our guru. Okay, it is a nice profession. But if you're chosen teaching as your profession, you should be a leader. Okay, always you should be a leader. You cannot climb up. You can you will be a leader. That's all. A leader will be a leader always. Okay, That's all. So your life will be static. You cannot go beyond that. Okay, people will use you like a ladder. That is the status of any teaching profession. So, friends, if anyone wants to, so because it is a diversified thing. Okay, as for Charles Darwin, the father of evolution, he told each and every organism is having its own nature. Definitely, each and every organism should play its own. It should have some position. So some people should go in academic, some position, some people should go in enterprising. It is there. I do accept. But please don't prefer academic side. Okay, because I have seen a lot of people now. Many of academicians now. Many of academicians. I can quote an example. Last lockdown, last year lockdown during first wave of COVID, one professor and head of on a very big college near Trichangood has approached me. He told, "Sir, I have I now know my positions are where I am. So I don't want to continue in this profession. So please let me call it as a day, sir. I want to start as an interview like this thing." Friends, I guided him. I have given a lot of motivational talk. I have given a lot of ideas to him. Now he is a successful entrepreneur in Europe. Okay, he's in Europe. His name is Ravichandran. Previously, he's working for some college. So it is up to you to decide, and it is the right time to start. So if anyone wants to start your business on your own to become a successful entrepreneur, so you please select your business. You first collect all the facts to collect all the facts and figures about the business and how the similar business are doing and what are the schemes you can use and how to approach a bank and what are the bank schemes available. Always it is better to have a good banker. Normally, all bankers are good. I cannot say all managers are bad. All banks are good. All managers are good only. The only important thing is you have to approach the bank with the good project with the proper presentation. That is the important thing. What is your business? What is your model? Okay, I am purchasing this much of raw materials. For example, tea shop. Sir, I am starting a tea shop, sir, for 10,000 rupees. Yeah, 10,000 rupees. I'm not having money, sir. I'm having 1,000 rupees money. I want to start a tea shop. I want 10,000 rupees, but I'm having 1,000 rupees. I want 9,000 rupees loan. Okay, sir. Okay, 9,000 rupees loan. How you will do? I'm going to purchase on broiler, sir. I want to purchase all tumblers, all these things, all tea, these tea powder, sugar, and milk, everything, sir. Every day, I'm going to get some 10 liters of milk through one society, sir. So my per month requirement will be one day 10 liter, 30 days, 300 liters with my milk requirement, sir. 300 liters, okay, 300 liters. How much is the cost of milk? Sir, 1 liter is 30 rupees. 300 liter is 300 into 30. 9,000 rupees is my per month, my requirement for milk. Okay. Tea powder average, sir, 1 month I will be getting some 5,000 rupees tea powder I need. Okay, sugar. Sir, sugar I need minimum 3,000 rupees. So 3 plus 1, 4,000. 4,000 plus 9,000, 13,000. 13,000 is your recurring expenditure. Recurring expenditure is nothing but you need every day to run the business. Okay, and your fixed investment. Fixed investment is nothing but the tea boiler, tea glasses, tea that table, all these things you want. Call came. So 9,000 rupees for fixed investment. Now I want 14,000 rupees for my recurring expenditure. Okay, how much tea you will be selling? Sir, one day average using this milk, 30 liters of milk. For example, 1 liter of milk means we can give some 10 to 15, 15, 10%, 10 to 15. So 10 liters, 10 into 15, 150. And an average, I can sell 100 teas per day, sir. Okay, what is the cost of your tea? 10 rupees, sir. So 10 rupee into 1,000, 10,000 rupees is my per day income. Okay, 1,000 is your per day income. So 1,000 into 30 days, 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees minus 14,000 rupees is your recurring expenditure. Remaining is your 16,000 is your income. In this 16,000 rupees, sir, I want to make some rental, some 3,000 rupees rent for that. Okay, 16 minus 3, 13,000. That's all. Electricity bill, all other 1,000 rupees. Okay, 13,000 minus 1,000, 12,000 rupees. 12,000 rupees will be my net profit, sir. Out of this 12,000 rupees, 9,000 is my term loan because I have taken loan from you to get these all these boiler, all these things. For 9,000 rupees, I will make the 500 rupees every month. So 12,000 minus 500. 11,500 will be my net profit, sir. This is a simple business. That's all. I'm telling you a simple business. Okay. No need to worry about all the project, no, whether you have to meet an auditor, nothing. Okay. Remember one thing. Remember one thing. In Tamil, they used to tell one proverb. நமது அறியாமை இன்னொருவருக்கு மூலதனமாக இருக்கும். Okay. This is a famous saying. For example, if you are unaware about the things, if you are unaware about, if you are not having any knowledge about the things going on, okay, then it is an investment for someone. Okay, it is an investment for someone. You see whatever services are available in and around you. Some people are selling online pata, online easy, online. You can take online birth certificate, online Aadhaar correction, everything you can do on your own. You go and see website online pata in Google. You can find the link. You just see whatever easy you want. Encumbrance certificate. Encumbrance certificate you can take from online. Okay. All banks are having these channels. Business correspondent channel is there. You can approach a bank. You can start a online channel. For example, if Indian Overseas Bank is there, State Bank of India is there, Corporation Bank is there, you can go and apply for an alternative delivery channel. Okay. The thing is, our unawareness will be an investment for someone. So we have to use someone's unawareness as our investment. Okay. This is the point of important thing. Okay. Now, so please keep this in your mind. Okay. So business is everywhere. It is nothing, sir, where I can go and where I can learn. Nothing. No one will teach you business. Your college, your friends, nowhere you go out, you see what is happening. Go to a market, how a business is happening, what he is doing, by mere selling of tender coconut, how he is making this much of money. You just have a look. Okay. So this is the thing. The only thing for a good businessman is, first thing, you should not okay, compare yourself. Okay. Comparison. Okay. This is very important thing I want to tell you, because majority of us are comparing ourselves. If someone is not doing this thing now, we are always comparing, sir. Always comparing. So start comparing with you. Okay. Comparing with others. So take a minute, I'm getting a call. Always comparing with others. So you please don't compare with others. Okay. Please, friends, there is you know two things: dream and goal. Okay. Dream and goal. What is the difference between dream and a goal? Dream is just a dream, but a goal is with a deadline. Okay. You please have a deadline. Okay. When I want to be an entrepreneur, how, sir? We see, sir, I have to start an entrepreneurship, but I'm waiting for the time. Okay. Up to when? Up to how long will you be waiting? So you please, no. I'm going to start my firm within this time period. So this is my line. Like this, you have to select your thing. Okay. So for that, you please develop your personality. Okay. Now, so don't compare your life. Don't have negative thoughts. Okay. Don't have negative thoughts or things you cannot control. Okay. You please invest your energy in positivity. Okay. Please, you have to invest in here, and you analyze yourself. Okay. First, you have to know yourself, who you are. Now I am Deepan. What I am, what will come to me, whether I want to be a private employee, or I want to government servant, or I want to be academician, I want to be assistant professor. No, I don't want this. Because your inner minds, your inner hearts knows that in which way you want to travel. Okay. So you please analyze your traits, your character, your strength, your weakness. Okay. First thing, this is the important thing. Being a successful entrepreneur, you have to know yourself first. Okay. This is the first step. The second thing is, always bring positivity. Okay. Always bring, you have to be always positive. Don't be always negative. Because you remove all the negative persons from your sides, because those people around your side, no, always, no, don't all start all these things. Always COVID is there. Don't do anything. Please remove all these negative persons. Your thoughts and your actions need to be positive. Okay. Not only your thoughts and your actions should be positive. Always you remember one thing: situations and circumstances in lives always be full, high and low. Okay. Now it will all be high. It can sometimes it go low also. Okay. Now, so you have to accept this thing. So always bring positivity. This is important. Second, the third thing is, have an opinion with your friends. Have talk with your friends. Have talk with your seniors. Sir, I'm having an idea of starting this, whether it will work out. Okay. Now, so never shy. Shyness is the greatest enemy for any business. Okay. What I am doing, I have dressed like this. I am an MCom graduate, I am an MNC IT, I am a PhD graduate. How can I start this business? Okay, shyness is the first enemy for any now improvement. Okay, if you're shy, please leave this line. That's all. So never shy from projecting your opinions and from projecting anything. Okay, now right. The third thing is you meet new people. Okay, you meet new people, you talk with them, new how what is the thing of how to change all the things. So please have a word with all. Then second thing is, and as I told you, read. If you are well informed about things and cultivate, you please cultivate your interest also. Okay, now so this is important thing. Then only you are become a successful entrepreneur. Then be a good listener. That is an important thing I used to say, because now some persons will not listen properly. So whenever you're going to any business entrepreneurs, you just listen them, what they are talking, even how they are marketing, how they are interchanging things like this thing. You please become a good listener. Okay, this is the important thing. Important. And the important thing is be courteous. And always, some persons will tend to extract many things by being humble. Okay, so being humble is not a bad thing. So please be humble. Okay, then important thing is your body language. When you are going to extract some information from any business, don't have your shoulder high. How you're doing like this thing, thinking like that you are a boss for him. Okay, now you always have a polite talk with them, sir. About your, I'm tell them. I'm not always don't tell them I'm going to start a similar. Okay, now you just tell to the entrepreneur, to the already existing entrepreneur, just already you are in some other line of activity. For example, if you want to start a poultry farm, or if you want to start a no, I will come to the other activity. If you want to start a hotel business, don't you go to hotel owner and don't tell him I'm going to start a hotel owner. You just tell him I want to start this hotel, sir, but after some time I dropped this idea. Now I started on poultry farm. It's going nicely. Like this thing you would start. Then he'll be asking, you are not, you didn't started, yes, sir, some problems are there. That's why I didn't started. Now I'm having my own poultry farm. Then you have to start good. You have to speak good about your business, all positive about. Still now you didn't started your business, but you are just duping him. Okay, by giving false information about your non-existing business. Okay, by that time he will be someone meet you. No? Hello. Ah, hello.
Deepan sir, you can unmute now.
So what happened? Slowly, what he say? No, sir. Now I'm getting a good business, no problem. I think the total wala we used. Then you can ask, okay. From labors where you are getting, cooks where you are getting, muttons where you are purchasing, how much your purchase is going on, how much sales is going like this thing. You can get a known fact about the business. So this is a indirect way of getting business. Okay. So then be yourself. That is the important thing. So always, if you are not happy about your whatever profession you are, please bold enough tell your immediate. For example, if you are a wife, you tell your husband, no, I'm traveling the wrong direction. If you're a husband, tell your wife. If you're a son, tell your father and mother. Or if you are a father, you please inform your the colleagues, and no, I'm traveling in the wrong direction. I got to go. So always you have to be yourself. Okay, you know better than you. Then. This is an important thing. If anyone having any clarifications regarding entrepreneurship and how to start an entrepreneur, what are the thing, any guidance you need, you can contact me anytime. The only important thing is having faith in yourself. That is important thing. Having faith in yourself, and please put your utmost hard work. Okay, never doubt your capabilities. Okay, that doesn't need it. Never doubt your capabilities. Put in all the effort. Okay, come over your fears and gain confidence. This is the important thing. Okay, you have to gain confidence. The fear factor, you have to fear psychology, you have to remove entirely. And never doubt your capabilities. Have faith in yourself. Put your hard work. There can be nothing more appealing, okay, in your career, okay, than an incredible entrepreneur. This is the important thing. So friends, during this pandemic, I request everyone to be please be safe. So stay home, Please put mask at be a thing. And one more information. I didn't inform the Saravanan sir and Vellingiri sir. Actually, now I am in home quarantine. I have been suspected with COVID positive, and now I'm. That's what my voice is not clear. I'm in home quarantine. Last some 4 days back, I have been tested positive. So I'm taking my medicines. That's what I'm away from my office. So my preparation and my voice somewhat it is not clear. Some sort of weakness is maybe you would have noticed in my voice. That is all because of corona only. So don't mistake me. Okay. So please be safe. And this disease is somewhat a serious thing. You have to be very careful. Eat, drink plenty of water. Eat more foods and eat more fruits and please be careful during the outbreak. And whatever idea, whatever entrepreneurship you want to take, you can note my mobile number. My mobile number is 7598474925. I will repeat 7598474925. And this is my one and only number. I am always 24/7 into 365 available in WhatsApp. So you can contact me at any time. And I want to tell exactly thanks, Hari. So my WhatsApp number, you can contact me. And even during my last presentation at Vellalar College, some of the students have approached me, both in even in person to my branch. I have financed some 3 students of your college, but I'm not remembering their names. They are from Perundurai only. One student is from Perundurai, and 2 students are from that Villar Sampatti. One student. So they have started some business. Hopefully, I will collect that. I forgot to collect the details. So I request everyone in this participant in this webinar to think about be a good entrepreneur. Government of India wants many entrepreneurs like you. So you please stand along with the Government of India in creating new business, in creating new innovations, in creating employment, and in creating employment opportunities to all. So I request each one and one of us in this webinar to be a successful entrepreneur. And sorry for my words, for my voice, because of this infection, I'm not able to present it in a nice way. Because whatever talks I'm giving, I came unprepared. Because last night I had some fever, so till morning I got up at 8:30 only. Immediately I got this is ready right up. I came here. So if at all time permits in any other session, we will have a nice again a presentation like this with all live videos and live models. Okay, no? So thanks for your patience. Thanks for your valuable time you have given to me, and thanks for the college Vellalar Institute as because they're having great confidence on me and giving the second opportunity to me, and readily accepted. And I'm ready to hear and to deliver talks like this, because as a part of this in the government of India, we have to create a lot of entrepreneurs, so to get our economy back to the higher standards. So thanks for all, and thanks for the college for organizing a wonderful webinar like this. And I thank Vellingiri sir and sirs, I've forgotten name. So for giving me the second opportunity like this, and all the best for the students, and all the best for the entrepreneurs, and all the best for the upcoming sessions, because I have seen some more sessions are there. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. We got to know the true entrepreneur is the doer, not a dreamer. As we are aware, the finance is a greater hardship for the people to become an entrepreneur. We have become aware of various government schemes providing financial assistance.
Any questions means I forgot to ask. Sorry to interrupt. Any questions from any of the participants? I'm here to answer you, because one or two. Sorry,
Hello.
You are audible. You can ask your questions, ma.
Once the lockdown is over, definitely we will start financing because all our targets are there. Government of India has given a lot of targets for this entrepreneurship, and this time they have given almost a target of 2 years targets for all banks. So it is up to you to come and start your own business. Okay. Any doubts, clarification?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Audible, ma. Tell me.
Sir, I am Dr. Ravindran.
Yes, sir.
Chikana Government Arts College, Tirupur, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
Okay, it was a very wonderful and practical session for the budding entrepreneurs. It is very
Thank you, sir.
motivational, and just I would like to know one latest development, sir. How this Atmanirbhar Bharat is implemented by your banks nowadays? Is there any special provision for Atmanirbhar Bharat?
Sir, actually, regarding you were telling about implementation. No, I'm asking you. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, you are
Deepan sir, you unmute, sir, please.
Oh, sir, regarding your implementation level, you are asking what, sir? Implementation level or implementation level or? No, I'm asking you about whether you are asking Atmanirbhar, na? You are asking about implementation level or what, sir? I'm asking you.
Ravindran sir, you can unmute now.
Hello.
Ravindran sir.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Just throw a light, sir. Just simply know at the elementary level only. I would like to know whether is there any scope?
Yeah, scope is 100%. Sir, it is one more major difference between these Atmanirbhar and other scheme is here you are getting 100% guarantee, credit guarantee cover. That is the important thing. Whereas in CGT, MSc, all those things, all the trust, you will be getting 75% coverage. Whereas in this scheme, you will be getting for MSMEs, you will be getting 100% coverage.
Okay, sir.
100% coverage is there. That is the important thing, and we are doing, sir. We are doing already. We have started.
One more clarification, sir. Whether they give loans for indigenous domestic product manufacturing or even for 100% EOUs and SEZs and all, sir.
No, sir. We can. Sir, only thing, sir, you have to what you have to do now, sir. If you are indigenous, means that there must be the product transformation should be there, sir. The transformation should be. So some kind of product transformation, some processing should be there. Then it will be eligible for this under the scheme. Okay. As milk should not be direct milk. Milk has to be in some other form. Okay. Like transformation should be there. That is the thing.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes. Any other question?
Sir, Vinod Kumar sir here from Hyderabad.
Yes. Tell me, sir.
Sir, is there any minimum age, maximum age to become entrepreneur? And what are the success rates of entrepreneur after plus 50? After 50 years age, anybody in your experience?
Yes. I can tell you. That is the minimum age is nothing but our major 18 years of age we must be to get any loan scheme. So we must be 18 years of age is the criteria. And after 45 years of age means, because now majority of the government sponsored schemes, if you want to avail any loans with subsidy only, I'm telling all these things. Otherwise, no eligibility. I can tell you so many examples. For example, we have financed one ex-serviceman. His eligibility when he started his business, his age was 62. Okay. Normally, we used to restrict loans up to 55 years. Okay. Then he is a special case. He has approached us. He wants to start a business. He came up with an idea, but unfortunately, he is not eligible to fix under any government-sponsored scheme. So what he told, I don't want any kind of assistance, sir. I want a business. I want to start this business. You please assist me. That's all. This is the requirement by the customer. He is 62 years old age. He is an ex-serviceman. Then what he was asking some loan amount of some 10 lakh rupees. Then immediately we are talking to the regional office, and finally they approved us. The loan should be closed before 70 years of your age. That is the only criteria. Any banks will be having a criteria that you have to close your loans before attaining 70 years of your age. So age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter for any business. To avail subsidy from government, only you need that age criteria. Up to 45 years is the maximum age they are giving now. Beyond 45 years, if you don't want to worry about all the subsidies, I don't want subsidies, I want a business, that's all. Like it means you have to apply any loan, no problem, sir. There is no eligibility. Even in Hyderabad, I worked in Hyderabad during 2008 and 9, sir. Okay, for your information, near I was working in Hyderguda, that Meghdipattanam area. I was working at the main branch of IOB. Then we have financed some entrepreneurs in that area name is Rajendra Nagar. Rajendra Nagar, a lot of young entrepreneurs we have financed during 2008 itself. During those period, the PM EGP scheme was at the budding stage. We have given loans to many entrepreneurs. Now they are big businessmen. Now they are making good business. Even I got a chance to visit last year near that Gachibowli, then Mazab Tank, then Vijayanagar. Then one we have given one SKC restaurant. One restaurant is there. We have financed the restaurant during those. That name I have found SKC, SKC or SC something restaurant. It is a chicken restaurant, very famous restaurant. It has been started by two young entrepreneurs. We have financed. IOB has financed for that. It has been financed in the year 2007. During those time, I was an assistant manager in that branch, so we have financed for that. Now they are solid businessmen. So age doesn't matter, sir. So only your ideas matters. Idea matter for bankers, because bankers are nothing but we are like horse and a gambler, sir. We are putting money on you. Money has to come back. That's all. Our money has to come back safe. Some money has to come with some interest. That's all. This is the normal expectation of any bankers. Okay. So that confidence you have to create with the banker. That's all. You have to create. You have to present you with a good net worth. With a good net worth. If you are presenting you with a good net worth, with a good thought, definitely you will be selected by any bankers. Got, sir?
Sir, one more question from Priyadashini.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Is there CIBIL score is mandatory to get a loan from government schemes?
So normally CIBIL score, what na, sir? Sir, many people are having an impression about CIBIL, sir. What always CIBIL? Sir, CIBIL is nothing but CIBIL has been formed by all the bankers only. It is not a separate entity. Bank of India, IOB, Canara Bank, State Bank, all banks, we made a separate an umbrella like an institution where we used to share information about our borrowers. What are the borrowers? Who are all the borrowers? How much money we are given? How much money is coming back to us? How much money is not coming back to us? Like this thing, we are sharing information between us. This is CIBIL. That's all. CIBIL is not a necessary deciding factor. Okay, but whereas it is a cautioning factor. Okay, those persons with low CIBIL score, why their score is low? Because what is the indirect direct meaning is whether they would have taken any loans, okay, more than their capital, more than their net worth, and whether they are feeling any liquidity, any crunch is there. So whether their repayment is not good, like this thing, we used to get some kind of indicators from them. Okay, so always CIBIL score is the mandatory. Okay, so if your CIBIL score is not good, okay, please go and update your score. Updation now, everything we are having a lot of agencies are there. If your majority of the CIBIL score low, the reasons are two reasons. One is credit cards. Second thing is education loans. These two things are the. Then third thing is our consumer loans. Okay, some 2, 5 years, 6 years back we would have purchased some kind of mobile phones or some TV, some from some shop, and we would have closed, but it has not been properly updated in the system. So these three are the main reasons. Educational loans, please. Government of India is having has given advice for all the nationalized banks to go for one-time settlement. Okay, one-time settlement to close all the loans without altering their CIBIL marks. Okay, so your CIBIL will not be marked for written off. Your CIBIL score will be upgraded. So if you are having any education loans, please go and talk with your bank and go for one-time settlement. And even for credit cards, because credit card is having credit card banking ombudsman is there. If some private bank credit card you are having and some dues, unwanted dues, they are making so much of charge, you go and give a written complaint with banking ombudsman. This is my card limit. I have used last 4 years back, but after 4 years, they are charging this much of interest. Kindly, please give instruction to the concerned bank to reduce interest rate. Like this thing, you can give your representation, and you can reduce all the exposures. So you please have good CIBIL score. Yes, as far as CIBIL score is concerned, it is mandatory to have a very good CIBIL score of more than 700. Always it is mandatory. Okay, this is my point. Next
Hello.
question. Yes, sir.
Sir, this is Dr. Alvin from Chennai.
Yes,
Being
sir.
a
Tell me, sir.
teacher,
Yeah.
we would like to know, like, you're giving so many advice and tips for to be an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
And being a teacher in a premium institute, we would
Yes,
like
sir.
to know how to identify students who are capable enough to become an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes.
In a
Okay,
set
okay.
of students, always, all the time, all the students will not be an entrepreneur.
Yes, yes, exactly.
We
Good
all,
question.
one day, we all were student. And
Yes,
nowadays,
yes.
current day, you are a banker, I'm a teacher,
Yes.
and there are other
Yes.
teachers are here.
Yes,
So we
yes,
would
yes.
like to, and we personally feel to identify young entrepreneur in my batch of students in
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
classroom, and how
Yes,
to
yes.
kindle their interest and
Yes,
how
yes.
to motivate them.
Yes, yes,
So
yes,
you
yes.
throw a few words on that, it will be really helpful
Yeah,
for
definitely,
teachers like
definitely. No, normally we, I was a director of that RCT during one of my during my service period. I had a chance to work as a director of RCT. During those period, what input I used to give to college, that now normally all colleges will be having some cell like no, entrepreneurship cell they will be having, like an advising cell they will be having. What I used to tell you, like a presentation. We used to give topics. We used to give some kind of an oral presentation to students about topics like this thing, about business topics. And we used to select some persons will be more towards this topic. Some persons will be showing interest, and by taking them to industrial visits, and we used to take visits. Some successful entrepreneurs will be there. We used to take them. Those time now, some students will be showing some kind of keen interest towards knowing about the business. So these are the ways we used to get. Normally, what I used to do is, what we used to do in our city is, we used to have some kind of college connections with, for example, one college is there. We used to take collaborate with the college, and we used to take the final year students, second year students along with us to an unit visit. While during the unit visit, now we used to guide them. So this is a unit. He is a proprietor. He is doing this business, and this is the business model. You can get some input like this thing. During those time, now some students will be showing some sort of keen interest over knowing the facts about the business, how they are doing like this thing. So it is in one way. Then by giving some topics, some talks like this thing, now some assignments, some presentations, like these thing, two things. Then third thing is, you have to assign some sort of like a project or like this thing. We used to tell to student colleges, you give some sort of project work, like a business models. No, correct. In our institute, what we used to do is, we used to give some loan to one group of people. For example, some five students are there now. Some 5 students. Okay, you give. What we used to tell you, you give 100 rupees each. So 100, 500. So 500 rupees you got. Now what we will give out of this 500, we will be giving 2,000 rupees to you. Okay, 2,000 or 3,000 rupees. So now your capital is 3,000 plus 3,500 rupees. Out of this 3,500 rupees, you have to do one business. Okay, any business of your choice, and that making that partnership need not be a guidance, need not be a factor from our side. It is from their mutual. It is their own arrangement that they can make any friends. Some friends can make some 3 or 4 groups or 5 groups like this. So what we will be giving, we'll be giving a seed money, some 3,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees, and your margin money. Okay, you using these two monies, you have to start a business, small business, and you have to earn a profit, and you have to present about your business to us after 1 week time. Like this, we used to give a smaller projects. Okay, some people, what they will do, one interesting fact I can tell you. I have given this idea to one group. What these fellows did now, some college boys, some 3 boys are there. They have given 100 rupees each, 300 rupees they have taken. And what we are given, we were given 5,000 rupees. Then what they did, 5,000, this 300, 5,300. Then they have analyzed their own plans. Okay, immediately what they did, using these 5,300 rupees, these boys, what they did within that, we have given some 3 days time. During that seminar, that workshop is going on, some 3 days workshop is going on. What they did now, within these 3 days, using these 5,300 rupees, they went outside, they purchased samosas, okay, from outside, samosas and puffs, all these things, okay, and they have started a small canteen, okay, because in the tea time, what we used to give only this marigold biscuit and tea. There is no samosas and there is no cool drinks like this thing we are given. These boys, what they did, they purchased samosa from outside and they have sold it for a higher price with a good margin for these 3 days. Thereby, they made a profit of 2,000, some 1,500 rupees. Okay, because no other go. We cannot go outside. Only canteen is their canteen. Okay, so this is their model. So these 3 boys, they did a very nicely. So we got impressed because within the short period of time they have made a small canteen like an item, and they have made. And to your surprise, out of these 2 students, now one student is running that out of the 3 students who made this business concept in a good way, one student is running a bakery shop in Perundurai. Perundurai to Erode corner, you will be getting a police station will be there. Near to the shop, he is running a bakery shop. So you see, this idea seems to happen, came to him only when we are given that business model during his workshop. So he has worked in that workshop. So using that 5,000 rupees seed money, after coming out, he got that confidence and he has gained, started his own business now. So this is a way. So as teachers, we can find, okay, no, even as a teacher can find by seeing it the face itself. That's what I want to say. So as teachers, this is a way to find out easily an entrepreneur by giving small model business projects, like these seminars, the talks, presentations, and taking to unit visits. These are the 3 ways we used to prefer always. Hope I answered you.
Thank you, sir. Well answered. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Thank
you so much for the Vellalar Institute and Associates.
Thank you. Any other questions, friends? Sir, any other question?
Sir, I think all the participants have cleared their doubts and they are not.
Hope I delivered my level best.
Excellent, sir. You're always excellent.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir,
So
I'm
now the
Logesh
girl.
Kumar.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, I'm Logesh Kumar. I'm the administrative officer of the college.
Yes, sir.
So it was a wonderful session. We thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you, sir.
It was very, very informative to everybody.
Yes, sir.
And we will be sharing the video. Since the video is recorded, the session is recorded.
Yes,
we will be sending this to everybody who has participated across
yes,
the
sir.
region.
Thank you, sir.
So that
Thank
would
you,
be
sir.
easy for them to, so that they can use it for in the future also as well.
Exactly. Thank you, sir.
You can retrieve it soon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We wish you for a speedy recovery, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Already have posted the YouTube link, sir.
And
Already YouTube live. The participants can see the video after the session with the same link.
yes. And any colleges from other places, if you want to have similar types of seminars on about these government-sponsored schemes, or about personality development, or about your economies, or any subjects regarding with regards to banking related aspects, you can contact me at any time. Okay, it's my request.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Logesh,
Dear participants,
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over, sir. We'll go with the word of thanks.
Yes.
dear participants, the feedback form for the first and second session will be posted at the end of the next session at 1 o'clock. To express yourself needs a reason, but expressing yourself is the reason. Saying thank you is more than good manners. It is a good spirituality. I call upon Ranjan from First BCom CA to deliver the vote of thanks to the good heart participants.
On behalf of the entire VTIS, I would like to thank our resource person from the bottom of my heart, Dr. Deepan Shah, for his present and inspiring words. I express my sincere thanks to our management for encouraging like this. Also, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our VTIS principal, Dr. Saravanan, Dean Academics, Dr. Sakila Matthew, Administrative Officer, Mr. Lokesh Kumar, for supporting us in everything. I would also like to thank the faculties and students of VTIS for the complete preparation of this conference program. Finally, I would like to say our thanks to faculties and students from the various colleges for their support to take over the success one step ahead. Once again, thank you all.
Dear participants, we are very thankful to you all for your valuable presentation, for the participation, for the commerce conclave, shaping imagination, a commerce view. The next session will be start sharply at 11:30 a.m. Thank you.
Dear participants, the next session will start in 5 minutes. So you can stay in the meeting itself.
Dear participants, the feedback link has been shared in the chat box. It won't work. After the second session, we will post the another feedback link. You just please register that feedback link. No need to enter the feedback link which I have posted in the chat box. Sorry for the inconvenience. Dear participants, the feedback link for the third and fourth session, it will be posted at the end of the second session at 1 p.m. Due to the time inconvenience, we're going to post the feedback link at the end of the second session.
Well, sir, I think the guest is in now.
Yes,
He has
sir.
logged in. Welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Saravana, sir.
Please remember who is the next host.
Sir, Janapriya. Janapriya R.
Hey.
Dear participants, kindly mute your audio. Dear participants, kindly mute your audio.
Sir, Lakshminarayana, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Tell me, sir.
you decline the host option, sir. Once again.
1 second, sir.
Yeah, you decline the host option. I'll change to co-host option.
Okay. So where, sir? In the more settings?
Yes, sir. Nearby your name, you can find. You can decline.
1 second. Near my name. Yeah. There's a mute, unmute, more. Okay. Remember, you may cancel, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. You cancel, sir. Once again.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Okay.
done.
Still, it's in host only.
1 second, sir.
Just ensure your name should turn to co-host, or it should not be like host.
So enter a new screen name. It's showing.
Okay.
Oh,
Take the options nearby your name. So you right click on that. You can find.
அது வெளிய வந்துரு. அதெல்லாம் போய் உனக்கு ஏட்டம்னா அப்படித்தான் இருக்கு. அது வெளிய வந்துரு. வந்துச்சு நான் என்னதுலயே போய்க்கிறேன்.
Okay.
Host is yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, sir. Okay. I want to host.
Yes, sir. Co-host.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Jayshree ma'am.
Yes, sir.
You say the student's name.
For the fourth session,
Janapriya.
Janapriya, Supriya Mullai.
Supriya. Okay, next.
Sudarshan.
One second, ma'am. Sudarsanan or Sudarsan, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Sudarsanan or Sudarsan?
Sudarshan, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Next, ma'am.
Finally, Rajesh.
Okay, thank you. You ask all the, co-hosts to unmute.
Jayshree, can you hear me? Nalasamy?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Why there's a stoppage in the program?
Nothing.
Shall we start, sir?
Yeah, we can start. We can start.
Okay, sir. Janapriya?
I think she's not there.
Yes, sir.
Sir, no, sir.
Start,
Janapriya.
Honorable resource person, learned professors, and students. Good morning, one and all present here. I am Janapriya, and I am overwhelmed to welcome you all on behalf of VET Institute of Arts and Science College for a national level commerce conclave, Shaping Imaginations, a Commerce View Session 2. I'm excited to get to know all of the new faces here during our Shaping Imaginations, a Commerce View topic on gig economy, career prospects for workforce of India. I call upon Sudarshan from First BCom A&F to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning all. I am very much enthusiastic to welcome you all for our National Level Commerce Conclave, Shaping Imaginations, a Commerce View. First, I welcome our resource person for the second session, Mr. Lakshmi Narayana, Program Manager, School of Commerce PG, AIMS Institute, Bengaluru. Welcome you, sir. Next, I welcome our beloved Principal, Dr. Saravanan, Dean Academics, Dr. Shakila Matthew, Administrative Officer, Mr. Logesh Kumar, to felicitate our conference, Shaping Imaginations. A Commerce View, welcome you, sirs and madam. I welcome faculties and students from various colleges to be a part of this conference. Next, I welcome our Head of the Department, Dr. Nalaswamy, Organizing Secretaries, Dr. Arulraj and Dr. Velingiri, and faculties and students from VETIS. On behalf of VETIS family, I am very happy to welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudarshan. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willingness to learn is a choice. I would like to call upon Supriya Mullai from First BCom A&F to give brief introduction about such a learned resource person.
Successful people take command of their lives, honor the struggle, and embrace the joy. Ms. Lakshmi Narayana S. graduated in commerce from Vivekananda College, affiliated to University in 1997. and his graduation commerce from AMC College in the year 2000 at University. He was awarded MPhil degree in Commerce from Alagappa University in the year 2007. Further, acquired MBA Finance degree from Bardiyar University in the year 2010. Throughout his education, scored first class in all the courses. He has 18 years of teaching experience of UG and PG courses in commerce and management streams, and is presently working as program manager in the Department of Commerce PG and joined AIMS Institute of Higher Education, Bangalore in August 2010. He has completed a funded research project, rupees 2 lakh from ICSSR, along with the primary investigator. He qualified the PhD entrance examination with 3rd rank and is in the process of submission of thesis for PhD management in Lingaya's University, Faridabad. We are very lucky to hear such a personality speech in our today's session. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Supriya. I request the resource person to take over the Zoom platform.
Thank you. Thank you, the team who has given me a very good welcome. So, yes, yes. So, shall we go ahead, sir? So, yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for this opportunity. Yes, yeah. I have some slides, so we'll go ahead with this. So, prior to the sharing of the slides, I will just give a brief of what I'm going to deliver. So, I'll be delivering the session in 2 basic phases. One is based on the gig economy, and the second phase is where very important for me, as well as I feel you'll be more interested, is how we have to shape ourselves for this respective challenges and the future ahead. Okay, so that's the 2 basic requirements. So I'll be sharing my screen along with my, yes. Just give me a second. Yeah, just a second. The file is getting loaded. So meanwhile, how are you all? Yeah, here we go. Okay, is the screen visible to all of you? Is my voice audible? Is the screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is visible and you are audible, sir.
Okay, madam. So we'll start the session. So thanks for this beautiful invite and an opportunity for me to share some of my thoughts as well as the details here. So VET, Institute of Arts and Science, affiliated to Bardiyar University, Erode. So with the very beautiful caption, the theme of the conference is the Shaping Imagination, Commerce View. So fine. So gig economy, career prospects for workforce of India is the basic title of my presentation. And my presentation will give you 2 basic requirements. The contents of my presentation will be divided into 2 basic phases. That is phase number 1, which talks about the gig economy, the basics, meaning, short history, final verdict, and the predictions for future, variety of jobs. That will be on the phase number 1. And phase number 2, we'll be looking at the marketplaces, then top reasons for the gig jobs, job prospects for students, and specifically with the general, as well as we'll be looking into the prospects for the commerce graduates, skills to be enhanced, and at the end we'll be going for a Q&A. So my basic presentations, the more time I would request in the last session, that is Q&A. Okay, so yes, here we go. So okay, so the basics for gig economy. What exactly we mean by gig economy? Many of you would have heard about this terminology. The phase 1 is only giving you a general bird's eye view of what exactly is gig economy. But phase number 2 is what the real challenge for us. Okay, so it's a gig. Actually, it is a live presentation in the public. So you would have seen some people, maybe it is music or art. Some people dressed as the with the silver paint throughout the body, and they're just standing as a statue. Okay, and then they're live, going on live on to the public. So that's the basic understanding of the gig economy. So usually the musicians perform live, and as of now, flash mob. You would have heard about the recent terms, and maybe in your institution also you would have gone for a flash mob. Okay, directly there's a group of people who are trained for certain maybe flash mob on awareness creation for the world's this maybe the December 1st AIDS awareness program or any of this. Suddenly you come up in the public and you perform. So that we call as gig. Neither you are a dancer or neither you are a thing. So but you come up with a basic objective and then you go and deliver. So that is we call as basic as gig. So it's a live musical performance, and way back jazz music, as you are aware of various forms of music, jazz in 1920 they used this kind of performances, and then broadly we will be calling as gigging. Gigging means those people who are performing are being paid for the respective trick or the performance. It is a short performances. So usually in 1920s it was the jazz musicians. And a short history of what exactly is the gig economy and how it came into the world, the new terminology as such. Okay, so the gig economy was first coined by the journalist Tina Brown in 2009. And Brown wrote about the trends of the workers pursuing a bunch of free floating projects. So they don't restrict to one basic job or something like that. So maybe your parents are employed in one basic job from the day one till the retirement. But now the scenes are totally different. So there may be in multiple jobs, multiple free flowing projects. Consultants, they act as consultants or they work as a part-time or a piece rate worker. And in fact, the gig was frequently used by the musicians because a band of musicians require various other instruments. You need a saxophone, you need a flute, you need piano. So different instrument players or the musicians will form a concert as such. Okay, so that's a short history of the gig economy. So where did it all begin is a next question. So it all begin way back. We have to go back to some of the histories prior to the Industrial Revolution. And then the gig economy was unpredictable employment patterns. And as and when the Industrial Revolution has been pulled up, multiple jobs have been flashed, and based on the skill sets. So based on the skill sets, these jobs were been pulled out. So, and then it's the 1930s where the Great Depression, as we all have understood, and coming out of that depression, the Americans felt we should have a secure and stable way of livelihood, and hence they all there was some significant clashes between the labor and the capitalist there, and then we have come across the Congress of Industrial Organization. In doing so, the workers demanded better lives, and the state also guaranteed that. So leading to the traditional workspace. Okay, so this security or a guarantee given by a government was the step there, and it gave a very good stable security, traditional workspace, and the labor laws were also been known till today. So fast forward when we look at the 1995, here we will be seeing a platform, and reintroduction of gig work helped in the pavement of the gig platforms. And as of now, some of the platforms we can look for is Upwork. So Upwork is a platform. Previously it was called as Alliance. So now it's known as Upwork. Upwork is a platform where freelancers are available. Okay, so I've also worked under Upwork. In the later stage of my presentation, I'll be sharing my experience working, even though I'm a professor in one of the institute as a full-time professor. So here and there when we get time, so we will also be enhancing our skills and working for some other platforms as such, right? So yes, yeah. So what is the final understanding? What is the final understanding of our gig economy? The gig economy is basically based on the flexible, temporary, or freelance jobs. Okay, so now For example, if you have a project work to be done, now as the pandemic time is on, so no company will allow you inside the organization. So now we will be looking into the online platform or online internship or online dissertation. So we will be looking at the online platforms here for our basic project works as well. So gig economy can benefit workers, businesses, and consumers for making work more adaptable. And then the demand for flexible lifestyles is also a very important matter for us. So that is the basic sum up of what the gig economy is all about. So what are the predictions? Okay, so we understood what is gig. It's a short-term career. We understood, yes, there was movement of and the growth throughout the time frame. And what is that we need to focus on? Why this topic in this theme of the conference is the predictions. Okay, so it's predicted that by 2021, the gig jobs will actually outnumber the traditional 9 to 5 job. You would have seen some advertisements. Have you seen LIC advertisement? 9 to 5 job, right? So like that. So no one would now would stick to or would allow to work for a system where rigid working hours, rigid system, or any other rigidness has been there. So especially the young generation, they would not like to work for a rigid type of or the 9 to 5 jobs. Okay, so and by 2027, around up to 60% of the workforce will consist of the freelance professionals. And then it's with this kind of development, it is putting a lot of pressure under the legislative pressure on governments also, and to see that there is a stability or a security created for this kind of workers also. And here we can see the forcing the companies to spend up to $6 billion in improvising the workers' rights. So we know, okay, so if you're getting a government job, what are the levels of increment, or when you will get your promotion, everything you have been clear in your basic appointments or any of the appointments for the respective time period. But what is the scene of the gig workers? Okay, that the government has to be very clear on this. So there is a prediction that a huge percentage of workforce will be in this kind of operations, and they will not be sticking into the 9 to 5 jobs. Okay, so variety of jobs. What kind of jobs are there? So you can see the Uber or Lyft. Okay, so you may also have been traveled through these transportation, and you would have spoken to the drivers, and they don't only rely on one kind of income. So they may be working in different platforms, and maybe a whole night they drive the Uber or Ola, whatever is the app-based transportation. But in the later time of the day, they are employed in a different version. Maybe they have a fruit stall, they have a vegetable shop, or they have a bakery. So different platforms at a single day. So consumers are able to get around the town because of this transportation based apps. Variety of jobs have been there. So what is the marketplace? So these jobs are most people associated with the gig economies are then tend to get the most attention in the media. And gig marketplaces include companies like Uber, Lyft, Amazon Flex, Postmates, many other platforms have been coming into. So this is the platform or the marketplace which we have been looking for now. So if you see the Indians perspective, yes, we'll come to that also. And why people would prefer gig jobs also is the basic understanding in the further slides. So independent and contingent worker, he should be here. We should be having a very clear understanding between who is an independent worker and a contingent worker. So people who work independently and are truly on their own business or their own bosses. So now younger generation, no one wants to work under any boss. So they want to be their own bosses. So they become the independent workers, and they have to submit their invoices for services provided. So as you understood, now GST is there. So if you are running an independent enterprise, it is your duty to file your GST returns and pay for the respective whatever is the percentages there. So when it comes to the contingent, yes, those who work for another company, just like a regular employee, so only with job security and other traditional benefits like ESI, PF, so many other things. So contingent and the dependent workers differences is been clearly flashed here. So what are the primary areas for the gig workers? Freelancing. Freelancing is a very important the sphere of gig workers, where we will be looking into various other professions like the designers, writers, photographers, developers, and here the creative and non-creative professions like bookkeepers and analysts are also coming into the freelance requirement. So previously, prior to the Google, prior to the internet stream, we had in our societies the area libraries. If you remember, maybe you are not aware of it, maybe your faculty and your professors are aware of this situation. We never had Google or any other thing. So we had a area-wise public libraries, and we used to go there as kids and pick out the what you can say, the comics of Phantom and read and then circulate. So it is a circulating library. So for any information, we used to have a respective library, circulating library operational in each areas. Okay, so here we will be looking at the gig workers, a short term or a creative or non-creative jobs can also be there. So this is a very important requirement from the angle of the components, broad components of gig economy, or what we basically call as catch-all. So blogging, selling on Amazon, affiliate marketing, eBay, and some of the other income streams are also been the other areas. And then we have some reasons here. I can see Akash K raised a hand. Can we have Q&A at the end of the session? Akash K. Okay, fine. So what are the basic reasons for people to move into from the traditional 9 to 5 job to gig economy or the gig jobs? So here there's a small analysis which has been given. So 9% hate their current bosses. Usually people leave organization not because of the organization. Okay, so that is the basic requirement. 9% of them hate their bosses. 12% are burnt out by the 9 to 5 grinding. 14% feel their workplace is toxic, gossips, politics. Okay, 14% are making a job transition. They have only one fit in the one job, and they're looking or trying to keep the other fit in another job. Okay, stopgap arrangement. Okay, so that's a very dangerous situation there. 33% want more job flexibility, and that's where the working women, especially in this COVID times, they have or all across the corporates, work from home has been a great boon. So 33% want their jobs to be flexible. 19% said their current jobs doesn't pay much, so they are looking for another kind of income levels. So these are some of the reasons for people to move on into the other sources of income. So similarly, like we have the various taps in our homes. So in all the taps, we have the water flowing. So if we have only one tap in our home, so it is very tough. So that tap here I refer to the income source. So we should have multiple income sources, and then we should scale up to have number of taps in our families. Okay, so JP Morgan Chase, they have come out with one basic quoting. So I just pulled out from them. The online platform economy is growing. Yes, definitely growing, but there's no evidence that it is replacing traditional sources of income. That is also there. So that is a very acceptable point. So the online platform of income is growing, but it is not proved, or there's no evidence that the traditional income source of the families have been taken away. So even if platform works come into the principle represents the future of work, similarly you will have the traditional source of income also. It may be income through letting out of a home or any other income, so which is traditional sources of income. So that is the wordings of JP Morgan Chase. And yes, some of the statistics just to support or to give a impression on how these gig economy workers or the gig trend has been moving on. So here we have 62% of these executives say external workforce enable them to improve the company's overall performances. So this is very important. So I'll give a small example. In case you are ironing your shirt and luckily or fortunately, unfortunately, the shirt is burnt. Okay, so what you will do? Usually we will try to hide that shirt and it is nowhere in our wardrobe. But if the same shirt is been given to the dry clean or the Adobe, what you say, and he does this mistake, will you keep quiet? Okay, so he may charge 15 rupees, 10 rupees, 12 rupees, whatever, but definitely you will hold him responsible. Okay, so similarly, if you are hiring an external workforce, the impact is more and the accuracy levels expected and the payments for that will be so that is the SAP field glass as per their study. And 33% of the organization report extensively using the alternative arrangements for IT and 25% for operation, 15% for marketing and 15% for R&D. This is the statistics as per the Deloitte workforce. Gig workers are mainly employed by businesses for example, the Paytms, 53% of them are being employed as per the Paytm. Okay, am I fast or else is it okay? Is it okay that I continue? Okay, 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 thank you. So yes, then there is some basic segment or models of gig economy as such, which has been mentioned. So digital marketing marketplaces, number one model, or you can take a segment, service listing platforms, and asset or service sharing. So these are the basic three models or segments identified in the gig economy. Digital marketplace. Okay, so many of you are using the smartphones and you have educated your parents also to use the various platforms. Yes or no? So many of your parents are also being exposed to this usage of the smartphones. And similarly, the digital era has been picked up. So digital marketplaces, some of the examples, Urban Clap. Okay, so you would have heard about Urban Clap, or we can have care.com, House Joy, Helper. Okay, so these are some of the demand-driven service providers. So in case you need, it's a niche area. Okay, so there's an advertisement flashing in the television. Due to the lockdown, the salon is been closed, but the salon needs clients only. So the respective beautician comes online and helps the respective client. So she is connecting with herself with the client and the business is still moving on. Okay, so beauty, fitness, now you would have seen many of the yoga teachers. Okay, they are coming online and there are apps for that. So you can log in, you can also practice with them. Fitness is very important now. The health and fitness, beauty, fitness, plumbing, electric repairs. So many of the things have been coming under the digital marketplaces. Urban Clap is a best example here. So this is the first segment or the model of the gig economy. Second, we are moving to the service listing platform. Okay, so what is the requirements here? So we are looking at the demand and supply of the services in the gig economy, and some of the services like the support service, or for example, your cable or dish TV. Okay, so many of the services are being listed, and immediately you take a platform and you will be able to match with the professional services there. Here some examples are there: 99 Designs, Elance, as of now it has been renamed as Upwork, Guru, True Lancer. So these are some of the examples for the service listing platform for the professional. Now I think Practo also, you can look for Practo. So Practo also has a platform where you can connect with various doctors, hospitals online. Okay, so COVID times, I think every state has a helpline. Every state has some basic hotlines where doctors can be consulted for the various situations or the complications for those COVID and non-COVID patients. Asset and service sharing. This is a very important requirement. Yes, the example is Uber driver will feel dissatisfied if he or she is not getting enough rides. That is very important. So if he doesn't give enough right, gets the enough right, then definitely he'll not be getting the whatever is the remuneration fixed. So an asset sharing business model. So for example, Uber, Ola. So what they do is they finance the driver for the vehicle, and the driver has to drive the vehicle and pay EMI, and then after 5 years or whatever is the agreement period, usually 5 to 7 years will be the loan period for the vehicle or the car, whatever is the model. So within the 5 years, he has to repay the EMIs, and then after the fifth year, the asset becomes his own, and he will be the owner of the respective car. So like that. So Ola also is coming. So this is actually financing the person, and then later the asset is been the clearing the after the clearing all the EMIs, the finance, the asset becomes his own. So, or many of them invest their money and purchase the vehicle and drive for this app-based transportation system. Next, we'll be looking at what are the potential risks. Yes, definitely, as we know, it is short term, and uncertainty is a very important requirement here when we go for gig workers. So as we understood, Ola, Uber drivers shall get a minimum or substantially better rights. So uncertainty about job security, and yes, unpredictability of the various demands and supply. So as of now, lockdown, no transportation. So similarly, yes, there's a huge risk that even the vehicle doesn't run, but the driver is forced to pay the EMI as the agreement has been there. So this is a very important say. And this 2 years, 2020 and 2021, it's not actually a business year, but many of them are making it as their cash cows, but it is for the goodness year that we have to come out with the helping each other communities as it. So in the long run, traditional jobs, yes, you have certain things like contribution of the employer, employee, benefits like PF, health insurance, medical insurances, and many other paid leaves. Okay, so all those benefits will be there in the traditional jobs, and the gig jobs will have no such what you can say social security or the any of the financial support, pension, or many other things. So here we can take the example of the Zomato, the food delivery boys. So they don't have any insurance, they don't have any medical or any other facilities apart from whatever is the remuneration. So potential risks are much more in the gig working environment, and risk of gig workers of retention. This is very important. So you will not be able to balance with that respective worker for a longer period of time. So they retaining gig worker is also greater challenges, and need to strike a balance between flexibility and security. This is a very important requirement. So flexibility as well as security has to be maintained, and gig workers may attach to themselves to various other platforms for income levels. Okay, and yes, one solution could be pushed from the government to offer certain employee rights. Okay, so that is we need to approach the authorities to safeguard certain gig workers, and then also give them the equal opportunity, basic equal opportunities, so that their employee rights are protected. So the year 2020, it's a beautiful year 2020. Okay, so we were saying, okay, 2020, 2020, 2030, India becomes superpower. So many other things we have heard. As a student, when I was sitting in my PG sessions, okay, we were saying, okay, we will be a superpower in so and so, so and so here. So 2020, 2050, and we have various other people who had a vision. But this COVID-19 has really spoiled the entire the growth components. So 2020 was a tough year, and 2021 is also moving towards the same trend as such. So 2021 was a tough year for many American workers, and yes, not necessarily American workers, everyone across world. It was a very tough situations here, and people are beginning to realize that very important points pulled out here is, number one, you can be great at your job and still lose it. Okay, so there's no certainty there. There's no certainty or a stability as such. And 2020, COVID-19, 2020, 2021 has really uh, pushed us to understand the life, see the life from a different angle. Okay, so you can be great at your job and still lose it. Having one source of income can be a major risk. So we are seeing that people lose job and the entire family is in total financial crunches there. So that's what I was talking about, having different taps of income sources for your family. So you can, as students, you can also add on to a respective tap of income. So having one source of income will be a very riskier, a major risk, especially in these years. Then government aid doesn't come fast. Okay, that is always there. But hence, with all these details, what we can do is the perfect solution for us is to pick up some jobs, pick up some short-term jobs through the gig economy, as this is becoming a lifesaver. So many of the people during the pandemic, this secondary source or a minimum basic source of job and income levels through gig jobs, it became a lifesaver for them. And people want flexible on demand work with competitive pay. So this is also there. So many of the women workforce have come into action, as the work from home option has been provided across the various companies. I have seen in my neighborhood only, the company comes with all the hardware, software of their respective requirement for the workplace, and also they are installing it in the whatever is the workers workplace or the home, along with the UPS. Okay, along with the UPS connection, so that they work from home without any problem of the power and another any other issues as such. So directly the remote working has picked up now due to the pandemic there. Remote working to boost hybrid workforce in the economy. 2021, it's moving on, and the success from WFH, that is the work from home, following the lockdowns due to the COVID-19, and gig jobs are also being included, and they are becoming a inducive part of the hybrid economy. So not necessarily you'll be looking at the traditional jobs or the government jobs or the private sector jobs. So you will be also be exposed to this kind of gig jobs. Okay, today employment is fluid, with employers having the option to choose between a full-time employee. Okay, now the employer also has a various option. Should we really appoint a full-time employee? Do we have that kind of work for him for a work position? Or we can go for a contractor, or we can go for gig worker based on the skills they possess towards driving the desired output. For example, any institutions or an industry, do we really need an electrician? Do we need a full-time electrician for our institute? Okay, or we can hire him for whenever there is a issue or a problem. Okay, so all these thinkings can be done. And COVID times, many institutions have really trimmed their workforce. They have also come down on the cost platform. So what are the key steps that every independent worker need to consider? Yes, if you start working independently, what are the basic decisions? You should work on your skill sets. So what are the basic things you need to have, the steps which you have to decide before you put yourself into the workplace? So decide what services you will offer. Okay, these two, 2020 and 2021, I've seen that the various other what you can say, the garment manufacturing brands, they have immediately come into the mask making. We do have various other branded masks. So mask also has become a very important business product. Okay, so what kind of services you have, and is it based on the social media management, or is it based on the pin interest marketing management? So you have to decide upon your services, determine your target market. Very importantly, which market are you focusing on? Are you looking at healthcare? Are you looking at the young flocks, or are you looking at the aged people? So decide on your target market. These steps are general in the way of establishing a business model. Decide your rates. This is very important. So we have a tendency that if the rates are low, we feel the quality of the product is low, right? So setting a right price is a balance of getting what you are worth. Here I would like to quote that recently I had traveled to Pune. Okay, so and then there was one cab driver who was from the airport. I had to move to Symbiosis campus. So in between, I hired a cab. The cab driver has given me a card, and the rates of the respective various what you can say, the sedan class or many of the luxury cars or the mini or micro, whatever is the segment, are much more higher than the market rates. Then I asked him with my curiosity, sir, why you are charging more? Then he said, sir, my service is at this rate. People may charge low, but their service levels I will not debate. At this service, my rates are there. So I really experienced that kind of right. So where the newspaper is being given to me, I really enjoyed that ride, and I was happy to pay the respective price at which he was charging. So the price, it may be too high or too low, depends upon what kind of service you have been looking at. So deciding on your rates, and then create an online platform. So many of the professors now, they have their own YouTube channels. They are sharing details. They are conducting various other platforms supporting the students. So create an online platform, make market your services, and yes, various platform. There will be many low cost, and there are people who can just develop an app for you. So you may be a professor, yeah, they will develop an app for you, and then you can work on those apps, and then you can deliver what best you can, use your domain areas, and yes, they will market your app also. So these are some of the key things. So coming back to the Indian scenario, okay, so what is the development of this kind of gig economy, and where is it, how is it in the effect on the Indian platform? So here we'll be seeing that India has emerged as the fifth largest country for flexi staffing. So yes, and this 3, or maybe we can look for the 4 years behind, and these 2 years has really pushed the bar at a very high stand. So US, China, Brazil, and Japan are in 1, 2, 3, 4 position, and the fifth is India. So in India, what are the various states which have really picked up this kind of employment, short-term employments? Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and Telangana have the most opportunities in terms of growth of flexi workers. Digital platforms have emerged, and then the employment creation with the power. Yes, okay. And here, what happens? The very important is the absence of the middleman. Absence of the middleman is there, and as per the McKinsey Global Institute, what they mention is the digital platform of labor could increase in the US GDP by 2.3%, and as well as its full-time equivalent employment, which is 2.7% by 2025. So these are the predictions from McKinsey, and the gig economy or the gig workers also contribute substantially good percentage in the GDP contribution. Okay, so in the Indian scenario, yes, we have Ola, Uber, white collared workers, and here, okay, so we can look at an example of Guru in India. So for the our some of the, okay, Book My Chotus in India, and Task Rabbit in US, some of the domestic workforces. And the big or the best big economy jobs which we can list it out: accommodation, caregiving, delivery, grocery, education, freelance, house services, pet services, transportation, and overall platform. So these are some of the jobs which can be really worked into, or we can say as segments of job. Based on your skill sets, you can look for your things. Freelancing is the most easily choosable platform. Okay, so Indian cities with highest number of blue-collar workers related to the gig economy. So here we have Delhi, Pune, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Chennai. So this is some of the numbers which has been published in the news dailies, Times of India. And we can see slowly, maybe in the next 2 years, we will see that all cities are having the numbers. So as of now, major cities, this is the Indian cities. Okay, so this is what is the platform for me. The first phase, basic introduction of the gig economy, the growth prospects, and many other requirements and basic understanding. The second phase of my presentation is on the job prospects. Okay, what are the job prospects specific to the students? Okay, so as we know, yes, a commerce graduate has various other options here. Okay, he can look for a continuation or a professional educational platform, that is the chartered accountants. He can look for certified chartered financial analyst, as SEMA, and many other platforms are also there, company secretary. These are some of the normal traditional platforms. Loan executives, talent acquisition managers, certified financial planners, economists, venture capitalists, and general things like business executives, accountants, HR, data analyst, marketing, investment banker, wealth manager, ICICI wealth management. So anywhere the students can work for wealth manager, project manager, R&D managers. These are some of the job prospects for students which I have just listed out. There are many more. So, but I felt this is a very important areas for us where the job opportunities are much more open. Okay, so now very important is I request all the students platform or the student community to really take the best concentrate on this phase 2 of presentation, because phase 1 of presentation you can also Google out and get the things, that is history, and that's what is the predictions that I've just given a glimpses. But phase 2 is a very important requirement. Okay, yes, there is an opportunity. Yes, COVID-19 has many of us lost jobs, but many of us got time to scale up our skills. Okay, so that's very important. So when you are looking at the various job prospects, especially the phase 2 of the presentation is totally dedicated to the students community along with their respective professors. The skills required is very important. So as we know, if we don't scale up in these times, okay, this COVID times has given us a lot of leisure time for us to scale up. So skill, SKILL. Okay, so if you are not smart, if you are not using your respective service, or if you are not looking at various other skill sets, so then you will be in great trouble. So SKILL, okay, that is skill, right? So if I remove S, if I remove S out of this spelling, so what, okay, it comes to KILL. Okay, if we don't improvise on our skill sets, okay, what will happen? The careers will be killed. Okay, the income level, income sources will be killed. Okay, so very important for us to learn from this 2 slides. So we have to scale high. Okay, so maybe in your class, only a class of 50, only 40 kids are logging in. Okay, so remaining 10 kids are not logging in regularly. So what is the condition? That your competition level has come down from 50 to 40. You have a better chance to scale high or to stand topper out of this 40 members, because the rest 10 members are not logging in for the online platforms, or they are in a different mode of understanding the subject or any other requirement. So your competition has come down, and those competition has a better brains. You have a better fight. You are supposed to fight with those better brains. Okay, so skills, so we have to really scale high. If we don't scale high, if we are not smart enough, so that will really kill our next future. You may enjoy these 2 years, maybe some university or the government says no exam, we will pass it to the next semester. Okay, but definitely when you move out of the university or the education platform and move on to the job market, so skills are very important. So if you don't have skills, you are out of the job market. So don't utilize this time for scaling up. So what are the self-learning platforms? This is where I request everyone to focus here. Apart from our normal syllabus, degree, graduation, gold medals, many other things, what is that we have to master, and the future, what is the demand of the future? Okay, the demand of the future is based on our self-interest. The urge. Do you have the fire to learn? Do you have the fire to learn alone or self-learning? So okay, you have a teacher, you have a system, you have an institute, you have a university. That's all fine. But do you really have some interest on you and develop certain interests on certain areas to learn from your own time and from your own discipline? Okay, college starts at 9 to 10 or 10 to 4 or whatever. Okay, so you have a system, you have discipline, you will be there. But will you use the same discipline for learning on your own self? Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so first one, what we could pitch in here, and it can be really put into practice also. So one is the open source learning. Coursera, Swayam, MOOC. There are various platforms, and uh, the suggestion is all students should be enrolled in any of the platforms. So there are programs for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 6 weeks. So choose whatever is relevant. Talk to your professors. Ask them to suggest certain areas, certain certifications from various platforms, the foreign university platforms. So Coursera, Swayam, and MOOC can be really a very good eye opener. So only thing is we have to tap and get the basic best out of it. So next, paid, unpaid online internships. Okay, so now as the COVID times, there's no movement of people there. So the online internships and project works are the happening trend. So you can also look into the paid internships or the unpaid internships. No problem if you're unpaid also, but ultimate you are moving from a student mode to a professional mode. You're moving, or your basic understanding and the culture will be totally transformed from a student mode to a professional or a corporate mode. So very important, internships and project works. Even though university doesn't say anything, or university syllabus may not have this kind of platforms, you are always free to take on and learn on the online platforms. Okay, next, the publication of research articles, small articles. Okay, you can consult your professors, you can take their guidance, and then go as or you can take them as a co-guide, and you can start writing some articles, and definitely the professors will guide you, and they will see to that the publications, if it is really fine with the data, so they will help you in publication. So apart from just taking one BCom or BBA or any of the graduation certificate out of after 3 years of your education graduation, so it is very important that your CV has this kind of certificates, has this kind of experiences. When you're sitting down on an online interview, now it's no physical interview, when you sit down for an online interview, you have to be speaking more on more on these platforms, rather on the various degrees and marks card which you have already got. So the employer will be very interested in understanding, do you have that ability to learn, so that your profile will increase. So this is very important. And yes, NCFM certifications, we expected to that, especially the commerce students, at least one certificate in 1 year you can go for. It doesn't cost much, and when we look at the NCFM certificate, 3 basic languages you can look for: English, Hindi, and Gujarati. So that means the business class people can also look for this certifications. English is always there. So at least one certification per year. Means if it is a graduation of 3 years, you will have 3 certificates apart from your basic graduation certificate. So that's how you have to start now, and it's very important for us to scale high than the normal graduation. Okay, so thousands of people come out of all the universities, but what is that the X factor? What is how you stand unique with all these various platforms? I would like to propose. Then yes, the GST certification, the awareness of GST. If you can pass certain basic exams of GST after taking the course, you can become a counselor, and you can help your small vendors to file GST returns. The shopkeepers, you can in your own areas, you can help them in filing the GST returns, and then you will also be given a number. You can be a professional practitioner. Advanced Excel, business analytics, digital marketing. These are the upcoming trends and the subjects. So certain certification programs can also be undergone, and there are certain free platforms for you to get the certification. You can look for it. So it doesn't cost you much, and actively engage in national level talent quiz, workshops, and the competitions based on the domain areas and also the various skills and hobbies. Okay, so please do not murder your hobbies. So you have to really nourish and nurture the hobbies, which may be a very great source of income in your later phase of your career. So, and multidisciplinary learning is a very important platform. So commerce students can learn something on digital eras like cyber security, artificial intelligence, the basics. And similarly, the MCA or the tech graduates can learn something finance for non-finance students or commerce for non-commerce. So multidisciplinary learning is must. You may develop an app, and then you may have to market it. You may have to see what is the pricing, what is the basic market price, and how do we you start earning money, how do we account for those respective. So everyone shall be knowing everything. That is the thing. So previously we are saying, okay, jack of all. Okay, so now the scenario is you shall be having the glimpses, you shall be looking at the various platform, and multidisciplinary learning is a very important phase, and it will definitely help us to understand the various and respect the various disciplines. Very important. Okay, so arts, science, commerce. So if we know what is the basic depth of the subject, definitely we'll be able to understand and appreciate and respect the each other's subjects as such. Okay, so yes, so this is what is the self-learning, especially to enhance or uplift our profile apart from just a graduation degree. Okay, soft skills, very important. This is the LinkedIn outline of the top soft skills for 2020 recent one. What they have listed is creativity. You should have creativity. You should have the collaboration attitude, persuasion, and then EI, emotional intelligence. Okay, this is what is very important. So yes, I have been in this field of teaching for past 18 to 20 years. I've seen every batches, the level of patience has come down. The youth have every batch, the level of patience, the level of control over emotions is coming down. So emotional intelligence is very important. So many of them are being hired not because they are great masters or experts. They are hired for their best behavior. Okay, so if you lose on the behavior quotient or the way you are taking your team or leading, talking to people at your workplace, bringing new ideas on to the table of discussion, the behavior matters a lot. Many of the brilliant brains are not hired by the organization. So what they need is the personality to who can really get jobs done. Okay, so he need not be an expert. He need not be an expert. Okay, but he should have the ability to go through or collaborate with the work as well as the people. So soft skills. Yes, the challenge. What is the challenge? Yes, soft skills are easy to learn but hard to master. Okay, soft skills are easy to learn but hard to master. But you have a very hard brain, very strong brain, and the soft skills, it shall be learned and practiced every day. So many of the, I was there in the past, this is the day 2 of the program. So I was with my availability of time, I was logged into some of the professors or some of the resource person delivery. People were asking, so how do we improve our pronunciation? How do we improve our language? Okay, so very simple. You record your own speech for 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, video recording or whatever is the audio recording, and you only listen. Okay, so once you listen to your own voice, you will understand what was the pronunciation where I missed out and why I was not able to move forward. So you have to listen your own voice and see your body language, how you look when you are in a different position. When you are confident of a subject, what will be your expression? When you are not confident, you are not getting the words. So how your expressions changes. Okay, so the challenges, soft skills are easy to learn but hard to master. But we have to master our soft skill. That is what very important. So expertise, yes, that is the bottom line. But over and above, the behavior or the skill sets which the industry needs. Okay, so almost we are coming to the end of the uh, my presentation, but there's a lot of Q&A time allotted. It's a small proposed plan or an action plan which I thought I will share it. It may help or benefit. Many of the institutions may be following it already, but I thought this is a platform to share some of them. And please understand, it's not alone, which will definitely help us move forward. So it is the both the student as well the institute or the university, whatever you call college, whatever. So both of them shall really think what is the best, what is the new developments in the field for their respective courses of our students, what is our skill sets of the student, how we can scale high. So it's a bilateral, what you can say, the give and take proposal plan, and both the student committee should work as well as the from support from the institute. Okay, student nowadays students should also work more or equal to the respective professors, as the skill sets are totally different. So maybe the young generation are more comfortable in using the Zoom and other platforms now. As teachers, we learned only because of COVID times. Previously, we never used this. We maybe sparingly we are using some platforms Zoom. So now you are already there as a smart kid with the smartphone, right? So it's a student as well as the institutional, both hands together can do a beautiful job here. So assess the basic skill through simple methods of your students, allot them an advisor. So advisor maybe as a faculty or anything. So a group of 10 students can be under one advisor, and update the CV. So the CVs of the students has to be prepared by them every semester, and they have to process every semester. So last semester, what was the skills? What are the programs you attended? What did you learn? Next semester, what you are learning? So every semester, if we update our CV of our students, and once the any of the job offerings have been fixed by the company, immediately we have a record of the CV, and immediately we'll send a batch of 60, 70 CVs one shot to the company. So once the company comes in or looking for any options of hiring students, then we ask them to prepare CV. It will not be the right approach. So what I feel is every student has to be asked to prepare a CV, whatever they have learned, whatever they have not done. At least we will be able to understand that gap there. Okay, so that is very important here, right? So I can see some kids also viewing my presentation. Good. Special student committees, okay, it should be from them. Okay, so the energy should come from within. So special student committees to follow up the progress, requirements, and the sector wise GD under the supervision of a faculty. The faculty will definitely have the basic skills to support this student community. And yes, the students should take much more interest in shaping them well for the job market. Okay, so identification of the list of dream companies to work for. Some student will have, okay, I should work for Apple, I should work for Wipro. So they will have the dream to work for so and so. So we should have a list of those dream companies, and as and when there is a specification of the job requirement or any of the skill sets which that respective industry or a sector demands, so we should be able to train our students on specific jobs for specific companies. So it depends upon what kind of courses are also there. So it may be commerce, management, science, arts, whatever is the various platforms. So this is, I feel this is the action plan which we can, if we implement, try to implement, I think we will be able to guide and push our students for a better platform and equip them as a global workforce serving the whole world. Okay, so that's what is the proposed plan from my end, and some of the references which have been used for this presentation and data. And that's it from my end. Thank you all for your patience listening. Keep learning, keep growing. So thank you all. And now I think we can move on to the Q&A session. And whatever best possible answers I will be able to give. And in case I'm not able to give you the answers, definitely I'll take these queries and then send you back the replies. Okay, so that's it from my end. So hope I have not bored you. And some of the thoughts which I thought I'll just share for both the from the angle of the professors or the institutes or from the angle of the students. I hope this presentation has given some insight. And before you sleep, especially the student community, I'm addressing this basic concept. Before you sleep today, please think of these things, and the PPTs will be shared. I've sent it to the organizers. They'll be sharing it. So before, especially a small advice to students, before you sleep today, if you sleep today like yesterday, no changes will happen. Before you sleep today, please think of this, at least last 3-4 slides, and definitely approach your professors. Definitely they will help you out. Okay, that's it from my end. Thank you very much. Thanks for the organizers. Thank you, Saravana sir, and many other team. It's a great team. I'm seeing, watching from the day one. Great team working on this platform. Thank you, sir. That's it from my end. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable speech. We get more knowledge about gig economy, its marketplace, and job prospects for students. And you have clearly explained about income source and remote working to boost the hybrid workforce in gig economy. Thank you very much, sir. Dear participants, if you have any queries regarding the topic, you may clarify the doubt with the resource person now.
Dear participants, you can unmute your mic if you want to ask any doubts.
Good morning, sir. I'm Agarwal. My question is, who do you think is this gig economy more advantageous to? Is it advantageous to the employer or the employees? So you're not audible.
Sir, you can unmute, sir. Okay.
Sir, you're muted.
Sir, you can unmute your mic.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. So good question, madam. But yes, as you have rightly pointed, okay, is it the employer or the employee? So from my basic understanding is it is the both of them. So you need, as an employee point of view, you need not fear your job. And as an employer point of view, you need not shell out more cost on the various requirements. So if the employee has the skill sets, so he'll have multiple employers. So both of them, it's the win-win situation.
So also, like we as teachers, as you said, we need to prepare our students now. So should we prepare them for this traditional system or for the gig economy system now coming further? Like, should we prepare them to join one specific company that they should be having a goal in mind, or they should just develop their skill set and be prepared for gig economy tomorrow?
Very good, ma'am. Your question has the answer there. Prepare them for one basic company, and whatever other skills they have, they can look for another income source. They need not stick on to one company. They can work, enhance their skills, and they will have a different income source also. 2-3 income sources can be there. I have my own student who morning he puts the papers. Okay, he gets some income and he goes to the institute. Evening he comes and takes care of the gym. So 2-3 jobs in a day he is able to balance. So that is what is the next. And relying on one source of income, one skill set is a very risky job for next 40 years. Very risky. So if you have only one skill set, and if that skill set doesn't have a market, you are lost your income, and there's a issue. So you should have multiple income sources. Like I have told the example of the tap at your homes. So everywhere where water is needed, you have a tap. And similarly, we should be looking at the various income sources. Even though you are a one person, you can work at various sectors in one day. You can work for that. Hope I have given a right answer. Good question. Good question. Any more questions, sir? I don't see much here.
Okay, sir. We conclude the session. A student present the word of thanks.
So,
Yeah.
so one more question from my end.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Like we as teachers,
Yes,
should
madam.
we also prefer working in 3-4 different colleges at a time? So, does that mean that we are working in big economies?
In case you are not bound by one institute employment.
Okay.
So it is all it is okay. But in case you are bound by one institute employment, but no one will stop you if you go online and teach the foreign students.
Okay.
I don't think so. That should be an issue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Because
much.
I have worked personally in Upwork. Actually, the profile of me was a host, web host. I was not a teacher there. Okay, so I was hosting the whatever is the like our seminars here, and I was getting the income in dollars, even though I am full time here. So and that will be usually it was in the late nights, so or early morning like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. So I worked in Upwork,
okay,
and I could earn at least $4 per hour. Profile which not restrict. Okay, I'm a professor, I don't do this. I'm a painter, I don't do this. I'm a driver, I don't do this. So we should be flexible enough in our skills.
True. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm writing a research paper on gig economy.
Super,
so
ma'am.
your
Super.
presentation really helped me in enhancing my paper.
Yes, madam. PPT has been given to the organizers. They will share with you.
Sir, may I have the pleasure of having your contact number, sir, just in case I need something else relating to gig economy?
Yes, ma'am. I will send it through the organizers.
Thank you.
No
Thank you so much.
All the best, ma'am. Do a great job and try to publish in Scopus or any of the journals.
Yes, sir.
With highest impact factor. UGC care is also there.
Okay.
Try your level.
Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, madam.
Sir, this
thank
is
you so much
Dr.
for your-
Alvin from Chennai.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how about bank loans or how about the financial sector coming up to support this gig economy and the people who are interested to do this kind of work, sir?
Actually, now the system has not recognized the gig workers, sir. So maybe in future days the government will also support, but we only look as the second level of income. So we should no, banks have not still come into this funding the gig workers. The regulations has to be there. So maybe in future it will do well. Yes, sir.
Dear participants, do you have any queries?
Actually, in government also there are a lot of policies are coming up, and they are rather going for a full-time worker. Government coming with the contract labors, contracts. Is this something related to this gig economy, sir?
So contract again, you are bound
the
to
permanent employment is coming down.
Yeah,
everywhere. Contract based or 10-year
is there. Yes,
10-year postings.
Yes. So contract is there. Independent is also there. So contract again, you will have a specific period of time where your employment is assured.
I understand, sir, but in an overall perspective, is this nation or this central government, state government authorities, are they looking in this gig economies in that way?
Hopefully, we expect that they also come out with this regulation, sir. So contract workers, as of now, contract workers, contracts are there. So the crystal down of the nuclear of contract is gig.
Okay. So indirect way we have to be prepared.
Yes, sir. Yes. Good question, sir. Good question. Thank you.
Janapriya?
Ma'am.
You may call forward after.
Gratitude is one of the most powerful human emotions because it not only enables us to appreciate what we already have, but also helps us to attract new blessings into our lives. I call upon Rajesh from First BCom PA to deliver the word of thanks, who have been support for the success of our conference.
Good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the entire VET IAS, I would like to thank our resource person from the bottom of my heart, Mr. Lakshmi Narayana, for his presence and inspiring words. Next, I express my thanks to our management for supporting and encouraging us to conduct these kind of programs. Also, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to our VET IAS principal, Dr. Sharvanan, Dean Academics, Dr. Sakila Matthew, Administrative Officer, Mr. Lokesh Kumar, for supporting us in each and every activity. I would also like to thank our professors and students for the complete preparation of this conference program. In this such a short time, we have made the best arrangement for this program. Thank you wholeheartedly. Finally, I would like to say our thanks to faculties and students from various colleges for their support to take our their success one step ahead. I cannot tell you how happy we are right now to complete this conference in such a good way. We will always treasure the memories of this conference at all times. Thank you very much to all of you. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you, Rajesh. Thank you so much for the part of the conference. Thank you all.
Dear participants, we'll provide the feedback link. Students of our college will get the feedback link after 5 minutes. So VEDIA students and faculties have a separate feedback, and participants from other institutions having a separate feedback. Now our people will post the feedback link for other institution participants. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for this great opportunity. Thank you, Sarvana, sir. So hope I have tried to add some value for the conference. And yes, I was the last speaker of the day too. Hopefully I could come back because I have other assignments also to take care. So we have the PG classes online. So hope I could make it. And thanks to the coordinators, Nalaswamy sir, always he's in touch, and a very good team effort here. And very happy is you have involved students, so that's very important. Introducing the guest, what are thanks or whatever is the thing, so that leadership qualities has you have taken care of that segment. So thank you, sir. So that's it from my end. So any further support and any of the other, please do invite me, and I would like to be a part of this institute VET. And as I have the glimpses of the Alagappa University and Bharatiya University, I know their quality. I know the quality and commitment of these universities. Even though I was been educated in Bangalore, so my other programs and other qualifications are from the Bharatiya and Alagappa University, Karaikudi, Coimbatore. So I would like to be a part of all the programs, and what best we can do for the student community, we will be able to deliver. Sir. Thank you, Sarvana sir, and entire team. So thank you very much. So I'll log off, sir.
Sir, personally, I want to thank you for giving consent of your presentation today.
Yes,
and,
sir.
It was very useful, and many people are asking to share the PPT. So
yes, sir. I shared my PPT to Swami sir. So,
okay.
Earlier in the WhatsApp, maybe he'll be able to push it to the requirements. Please do share it, no issues. And I've given the references also, so that should not be an issue, sir.
Okay, sir.
Some glimpses I've given.
Eye-opener to all the students and even faculties, and I have one practical evidence of it.
Yes, sir.
One physical director worked in my past college. He's doing 3 jobs now. He's working in college, and the evening he take care of the gym, and in morning he is visiting visiting as a physiotherapist.
Oh,
so like
good,
that,
good.
I hope in Bangalore, the people having plenty of opportunities to work more than
yes, sir.
one job.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lokesh. Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Principal sir, you want to say anything? You can.
Any feedback from my presentation, sir? So anything?
Actually, I'll send the feedback to you, sir. Many people sent up feedback, and I'll send to you, sir.
Right, sir. Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I log off for this session, sir. Right. All of you have a great day. Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, sir. Stay safe. Thank you very much, sir.
Bye,
Thank you.
sir. Bye.
Participants, you can fill the feedback. After filling the feedback, you can leave the Zoom meeting. If you have any issues in filling the feedback or in receiving the certificate, you can touch with us in the same WhatsApp group or any of the coordinators in our group. The participant from outside colleges can fill the feedback, and the students of VDIs and faculties, you find a separate feedback. Thank you, one and all, for your valuable participation for the past 2 days.
A few of them have put it in the chat box like session 3 link is working, but session 4 is not working.
So, sir, we'll rectify it, sir. We'll go through it.
Look into
Okay,
that.
and they may
Sir,
have.
both the link are working, sir. If they press 2 times, it will work, sir.
Yes, sir. Due to network issues or some other reasons, it may not work. So the participants, don't worry, and
So
we'll
far, we
give you some.
received 70 response, sir.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Sir, link is working, sir. Yesterday only link was not working. Today
Yes,
it's working, sir.
actually, we gave a stipulated time for filling all the feedbacks. Today we will extend up to 10 to 20 minutes. So anyhow,
Yesterday, first link alone, we could not sing, sir.
okay, ma'am, no problem. If you participated yesterday and today, no problem. This feedback is enough. And,
okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Suppose if you could not able to sign in with the yesterday's feedback, you give a message in that WhatsApp group or in our, personal number, and we will enable that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. And while filling the feedback, do it carefully, because whatever you are filling in today's feedback, that will appear in your certificate. So please do it carefully.
So further suggestion on photo. Further suggestion space bar press பண்ணி
Students, those who completed the feedback form, you may leave the meet, ma'am. Students, those who filled the feedback form, you may leave the Zoom meet.
Ma'am, Jayashree ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am,
Yes,
link is not working, ma'am.
link is not working for VETIA students.
Yes, ma'am.
I think maybe it may be happened due to the network issues. Please be calm and do the thing, ma.
Okay.
I'm receiving
Okay,
the
ma'am.
response. Okay, do it
Okay,
one more
ma'am.
time.
Okay, ma'am.
battery is 17 காமிக்குது ஐயோ போயிடுமோ ஐயோ battery is 17 காமிக்குது சீக்கிரம் எடுத்துட்டு வா
Pardon, ma'am? Somebody has to unmute their mic. Or mute their mic.